Folks, it's time. We are live, and it is the evening that we're going to discuss the Rise of Skywalker trailer. So, as you know, during Monday Night Football, they're going to drop the trailer. We're going to talk about it. Tickets go on sale, all that other horse shit. But excuse me, I can't speak. I'm so excited. No, the trailer hasn't dropped yet, so we have about 5 minutes left, Kendo.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't know exactly when it's going to go on YouTube. I'm going to catch it as soon as it goes live. We're going to watch it. We're going to talk about it. You're all going to talk about it with us. We're going to have a lot of fun. That's the best I can give you.
Fun with an asterisk.
Yeah. Question mark? No, but
sure.
Yeah. Holy shit. We got 1,100 people watching already. God damn.
Woo. Wow.
Yeah, that is a record for us. People really want to hear us talk about this trailer. So, folks, the minute it drops, we will watch it. We'll talk about it. We can go as long as you guys need us to go tonight. So, wow, now we're up to 17:58. Shout out to everyone here on the anniversary of the channel, Kendo.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's the 4-year anniversary of the channel being shat from your womb.
Yes. Thank you, Blue Watcher. Thank you. Yes. So I don't know if this trailer will have Newt Gunray. I don't know what's going to go on. I did see the little clip on Instagram today, and it looked like a frozen Cloud City. I don't know if I like that. I will say the effects look fine, but then again, that's really not like a massive compliment for a $250 or $75 million film, is it?
Sure.
Yeah. That's all I can say right now. Like I said, folks, the trailer has not dropped for those who just joined us. There's 1,800 now. So we'll just have to wait. But I didn't want you guys to be waiting too long because we're going to have fun tonight. It's been 4 years since Star Wars died. Not quite.
Close.
Yeah,
close.
Almost.
Getting there.
We have to get to December. Then we can say it died in December of 2015.
Is it December to dismember?
Yeah, dismembered my heart. Oh. So, $300 million with reshoots. Kendo, have you heard any of the news and rumors about the reshoots?
I have, Jeff. I watched the Midnight's Edge video, which was very good. And they talked about how essentially they're still filming this damn movie, which is fantastically awful bad. And I mean, the movie comes out in 2 months and you're still filming the thing. And it's not even, oh shit, we got to add this 5-minute scene. We got to bring back people to shoot this because we need this in here for whatever reason. They're like essentially reshooting like a good chunk of the movie.
Yeah, well, Doomcock talks about 75%, which I don't know if I believe that number. I said
that's pretty high.
Yeah, because my question was, what is the 25% of the film that is acceptable, and will it fit with this other 75% of reshoots?
That's a very good question. I mean, this late in the game, I would like to think that it's probably more like only having to film 25% of the movie as opposed to 75% of the movie. But you never know.
I will shit my pants if this movie is like Birdemic bad, where it's just like it doesn't make sense at times. You're just like, huh?
Yeah, that would be. That'll be hilarious. It'll be awful that Star Wars has gone down to the point of we're a laughing stock. Star Wars, laugh at this movie because it's so stupid and we ruined it. But I mean, it doesn't sound good. If the word on the street is to be believed and it's accurate, for them to still be reshooting the movie, having 6 different endings, not knowing what they're going to do with it, and being told that they have to make it to where everybody will accept and be happy with the movie. I mean, I don't know. That doesn't sound good because I mean, movies go through reshoots. When you wrap the production and then you sit down and you start editing and putting everything together, something doesn't look right, something doesn't fit right, you need to do something. The actors and actresses and the people have it built into their contract of, hey, we may need to call you back for reshoots. It's understood. It's known. It happens. But 75% of a movie 2 months before release, that's a bit unheard of. I don't know if I've ever heard of a movie that had that much reshooting to be done with, this close to the final whistle.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. I mean, you can look back at Justice League and you can watch a movie like Justice League somewhat enjoy it, but find points where you knew they were going somewhere else with the film, and there's just random holes. I mean, you can gloss over a lot of the stuff to make yourself enjoy it, but there are holes in that movie.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to think of other movies that were reshot at 0 hour. Suicide Squad had a lot of like recuts. I don't know if there were the reshoots, but like we reported 2 months ago. Last month in September about the reshoots, and it was something that people had been talking about for a long time. We had rumors of reshoots with Avengers and Captain Marvel, and remember, we had also heard multiple cuts of Avengers existing, one with more Captain Marvel, one without, one with a different Thanos thing, and it looks like some of those rumors turned out to be true, that there were multiple endings, because if you compare that to the Reddit leaks and stuff, they all kind of matched up. So if we compare some of the Reddit leaks to some of the rumors, it looks like some of it is matching up, not the same amount. Again, I haven't seen the film obviously yet,
right?
But I still can't buy into a 75% of it being reshot. Maybe half.
As I said, that's a high number.
Yeah, it's unbelievably high. Look, I hate the Disney Star Wars films. I think they're incompetent. I think they have bad stories. I think the people that make them are underqualified. And I think the people that promote them in the media are assholes. They just come out, they attack fans. They try to come out and make excuses for a billion-dollar corporation. With that being said, I don't think Disney or Lucasfilm would allow this to happen. I mean, I couldn't imagine that they would let J.J. Abrams get so far and go, oh, it's not going to please everybody. Like, back in August or something, they go, you know what? We're doing reshoots next month. You're going to fix this motherfucker. I don't believe that's the case. And holy shit, we have like 3,000 people watching. So shout out to you guys.
Record.
Almost. Our record is 5,000 for when we had Mauler, Retro Blasting, Razor Fist, and myself to discuss Solo. So let's hit that like button. Listen to D. Pensac. Yes, 3,000 people, folks. Holy shit, it's a new lap record.
Yeah, we got about 3 minutes to go until half.
Yes. So we will
be able to watch the trailer.
Yeah, now, folks, what I'll do is I'll provide the link for the trailer in the chat, because it'll be here on YouTube. Anybody can watch it for free, and then we're going to discuss it, and you can ask your questions. You can give your notes. We can try to pitch a better trailer if we're all displeased with this trailer. And if this trailer is amazing, well, I'll eat my hat. I'll go get a hat. So there we go. But yeah, that is like 3 hours in football time. How many stoppages have they had?
Quite a few, because 45 minutes ago there was 10 minutes to go in the first quarter, or no, the first quarter just ended. I think, and because that's when I sent you. I was first quarter is about to end, so maybe about a half hour, and there we are, 45 minutes later.
Yeah, old Underwood. I don't think I'll have to eat my hat either, but I have to be honest with all these things. If there's something I like, I'll always be honest with you guys. If there's something I hate, well, believe me, you're all. Ooh, we're live on the channel. I just got an email notification. Isn't that awesome?
How about that? I got mine about 7 minutes ago. It's like, hey, World Class Bullshit is live. It's like, they are? Oh my God.
So what we'll do is, after we watch it and talk about it, I'll try to throw some invites out to other YouTubers. I'll see if Jeremy wants to jump on, or Ethan, or anybody. I'll just send out a group invite for other Fandom Menace YouTubers, and we'll talk about it. How's that sound?
I mean, it works for me.
Yeah, once we get into yes, I have time for Star Wars, but not Lord of the Rings. January, I'll watch Lord of the Rings. Finally, okay?
I mean, I'd rather have time for Star Wars than Lord of the Rings, personally, but that's because I've had time for Lord of the Rings, and I didn't really like it. Couldn't get into it.
Yeah, well, I know I saw the first one in theaters in late or mid 2002, because I saw it at the Dollar Theater the day before Attack of the Clones came out. I was more excited. So, yes, my body is ready too. Oh, man. Tomorrow night's High Council, which will be here on this channel, folks, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be crazy. So we're going to be talking about that. Maybe Ethan will talk about pooping in the pool. Who knows?
There's a Baby Ruth.
That's a baby Ruth. I fucking love that movie. Both of those. So, Kendo, looking back at the other trailers that we have had for The Rise of Skywalker.
Yes.
Has there ever been a moment in the trailer what made you go, that looks pretty cool?
No.
Okay.
No. The first one, we saw that in Chicago when we were at Celebration, and it was like, what is this? The only part that was anything cool was Lando and the Falcon. That was it. But knowing that where his hands are at, it's not on the controls, it's on the robot head, and he's getting blown probably while flying the thing. That's why he looks so excited and happy. Thanks, Solo.
I was the most excited for the round dish to be on the Millennium Falcon. That's how little I cared about the first thing I saw. I was like, oh my god, there's a circular dish. It's back. They fixed it. Why the hell did it have a square dish in the first place? All right, to sell more toys.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we got the next trailer, which was like 3 minutes long, and it was like 2 minutes of hey, you remember all these other movies you liked way better? Here's ours.
Yeah, that one pissed me off the most because it's like you don't get to show me clips from A New Hope and get me excited for this new movie. That's not, or the 2-minute warning I just saw from the chat. Was that true?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
They blow the whistle. The referee says it's a 2-minute warning, waves his hands, and then we go to commercial break for 45 seconds.
Well, thank you, Tito, for the birthday super chat. I'll be reading all your super chats, folks. I just wanted to get the countdown because if I start and the trailer drops, I don't want to cut out and miss somebody's super chat. So thank you to everybody. We got 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Yes, Obi-Wan, the nostalgia train. It runs hard right through your hearts. Oh. I'm trying to think, though, folks in the chat, is there anything out today that you could see in this trailer that's going to get you pumped and go, I'll go buy tickets? By the way, if anybody wants tickets, they went on sale like an hour and a half ago because my local theater sent me an email. They're like, hey, tickets are available now. So we can thank you. Was it Apocrypha? No, that wasn't Apocrypha. Who said that? Well, anyway, thank you, whoever else. Thank you, Bridge111. So thank you very much.
My local theater sent me an email too. They're like, hey, Star Wars Showtime is like, I'm gonna be out of town for that one. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, well, that's a channel expense.
That's right. And I don't plan on seeing it when I get back.
No, this is a one-timer. I've seen the only reason I ever watched The Last Jedi a second time was because EVS says, hey, go get a copy and we'll review it together on YouTube. And I thought, this guy that I like from DC Comics is trying to do a collaboration with me on YouTube. Of course I'm going to do that. And so the High Council was born and my life was changed forever.
Well, that's slightly incorrect because we did see it together in theaters, and then we did we watched it and did like a review of it, like live drunken celebration commentary thing for it like a few months later.
If I'm blackout drunk and don't remember it, does it count that I saw it?
No.
Okay, then I don't remember.
That's how I am about it too.
I want to go back and watch that again.
I need to.
Yeah, I need to as well. Thank you, Dr. A. Grant, for loving the High Council. Derek Kent says, I just heard another channel say, I haven't felt this way since The Last Jedi trailer.
That's a very fair point.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
The thing about that, though, I was going to say, the thing about that, though, is we saw The Last Jedi trailers, and we knew that, I think we had an idea. We had an inkling that this movie might not be so good. But I don't think we realized it was going to be as bad as it was.
Yeah, I remember. You can go back and listen to my early reviews for that trailer because that's when a lot of people were still wearing the sunglasses from They Live in regards to Star Wars. And I was like, this looks a lot like Empire Strikes Back. There's a little bit of Return of the Jedi. It seems very reminiscent. And everyone's like, oh, you just hate Disney Star Wars. I'm like, guys, it's right in front of your faces. Then everyone saw the movie and were kind of like, oh, shit, okay.
They haven't given us a reason to like Disney Star Wars.
No. Give me one reason, one moment of greatness in the last 4 years, and I will go, okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, which they haven't done. I think everybody was caught off guard by The Force Awakens, and they got caught up in that fervor and that, oh my God, this is such a great movie. But I think a lot of it had to do with the nostalgia aspect of it. It was, everyone was, thinking it was a great movie. And I think a lot of it had to do with because they'd seen it before. It was a carbon copy of a movie they loved. The original Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
And a handful of us we caught up to their game relatively quick with that movie. We're like, whoa, wait a second. This movie is not all it's cracked up to be. And so we were banging the drum from the beginning, and we were in on the gag right away. And after The Last Jedi, I think a lot of people started to understand that what we were saying is accurate. And hopefully after this next movie comes out, if it's as bad as it's been leading up to being, we'll even secure more people on our side, and maybe I know for a fact we're gonna end up on the right side of history in this one.
I just can't wait till like next year where it's like everyone realizes how bad this is, and it's like, let's break it down a little more. And eventually Disney just goes, this trilogy wasn't as good, and it's
we fucked up.
Let's see. How close are we? We got 4,000 watching. Holy shit. Can we get some can we get 4,000 thumbs up? This is double than any high council, or better than any high council by double, I believe. I don't think the high council's ever reached this much.
That's because they're not us.
Well, I'm part of the high council, so
you're a third.
That's true. Founding member. Technically a half now that Jeremy backed out. Oh, come on, trailer.
He doesn't have time for the high council. He has time for everything else, but not the high council. Jeremy has time for the clap, but not the high council.
Oh,
yeah, because he goes car video. The clap. That's what I meant.
Oh shit! Sorry, my mind went in the gutter. So I did stop by the Disney store today to see what they had for Rise of Skywalker stuff, and they have a giant display but no merchandise, and not as in it's sold out. They just have like these little figurines, and well, you can watch the video on Wednesday. I filmed a lot of the stuff. You'll never guess what I found at the Disney store.
A 15-inch purple rubber dildo
shaped like Buzz Lightyear's helmet.
Yes.
Oh God, we have 1:45 left in the half. There's a video review. For the love of God, who's playing right now?
The New England Patriots and the New York Jets suck.
Okay, so two teams I don't care about.
Yes, the Pat Riots are continuing their easy schedule. I wish my life was as easy as the Patriots schedule. I wish all of our lives were as easy as the Patriots schedule. And that I can't win a football game, Jets. Although they did beat America's team last week, so go them. And the Patriots are winning 24-0. So it's a really great game, by the way. So we've got that going for us. It's a turgid game. It's a very turgid affair at the Shit Life Stadium in New Jersey. And it's a blowout.
So does it seem weird that the Star Wars trailer is going to be exclusively dropped on cable during a football game where I don't think a lot of Star Wars fans are watching football?
No, a lot of Star Wars fans aren't watching football, but right now Monday Night Football is the most watched thing in the United States. If you look at the top, viewed things in America for any time of the, whatever, especially during football season, number one is going to be like Monday Night Football. Number two is going to be Sunday Night Football. Number three is going to be Sunday, 1 o'clock in the afternoon football. Number four is going to be Sunday at 4 o'clock football. So they know that there's a lot of eyes on the prize, which is the NFL, according to some people. And that's why the Solo trailer came out during the Super Bowl. It wasn't because, there's a lot of Star Wars fans watching the Super Bowl. It's like, there's a fuckload of people watching the Super Bowl.
That trailer was a disappointment, much like the movie.
Bigly.
I remember watching that going, oh, wait, I got to watch another trailer tomorrow. Like, thankfully, this is like, okay, much like the film itself, this is the last trailer you can give us. You have to give us some meat, some kind of semblance of a story. Remember how, J.J. Abrams has to finish this film. So he can't pussy out and go, wait till, I swear to God, if this is going to be revealed to be a part one, I'm going to break something. There's a broken Spider-Man bobblehead on this desk. I'm going to throw it out the window. They have to end the story. There's been nothing for the last 4 years that's been compelling. We kind of watch it out of morbid curiosity. I'm just trying to figure it out, man.
The only Abrams that knows how to finish anything is Daddy Abrams when, he finished inside instead of outside, which gave us JJ. In the mystery box, so to speak.
You're going to say Farrah Abrams.
Nah.
So what do you think the comparisons are going to be? Do you think we're going to get a lot of Return to the Jedi homages, throwbacks, fan service?
I believe we are. And the game is getting close to the end of the half. There's 40 seconds left. And the Patriots look like they're content to just kind of run the clock down to halftime. So we should be getting ready to go here any moment.
Okay, cool. Folks, we have 4,507 people watching. It's a new almost a new lap record. So thank you very much for joining us. A lot of names I don't recognize, so we don't get to do live streams with most of our audience. So if you're new to the channel from our videos, welcome and thank you.
We're at 39 seconds and the Patriots just took the ball out of bounds, which stops the clock. Thanks, assholes.
Oh, come on. Come on.
So we're just kind of in a holding pattern, folks.
Yeah, this is
look, an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock too.
There's 35 seconds left on the clock. Takes 15 minutes to go by.
Yeah. I mean, if Tom Brady was a real G, and he's not, he would just go up to the line, take the snap, kneel it down, and just take it to the half because the Jets won't call a timeout. But he ain't a real G.
No.
He wears Uggs.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he might not anymore, but that was like a big thing many years ago that people used to make fun of Tom Brady, is that he fucking wore Uggs.
So what we'll do tonight, folks, with this live stream is, like I said, we're going to talk about the trailer as soon as it drops. We'll go into details. We'll make comparisons. We'll discuss it with you guys for a while. Then I'll probably stay up late tonight and either piece together some of this live stream, or I'm going to just make an outright my own individual video, putting my thoughts together, making some comparisons, and I'll have that uploaded in the morning. So that'll be fun. And you guys can check out today's video where we talk about the reshoot as well.
Yep, we're at 28 seconds. 28 seconds. So, and folks asking for a link to the trailer. Once we have it, we will link it.
Sure, yeah, because it's a YouTube video. There's no policies against linking other YouTube videos. And, we want to know what you guys have to say. I don't have cable, so I can't, what do we have on right now? Channel 19, Prodigal Son on Fox. Woo!
That sounds a lot better than watching the Patriots ball stomp the Jets.
Ooh, Marked for Death is on. I'll watch this instead.
That also sounds better than watching the Patriots ball stomp the Jets.
I think most movies are better than Patriots games.
Yeah, I'll agree to that, except for when the Chiefs beat the shit out of the Patriots a couple times, not counting that last year's AFC Championship game. But we can beat them in the regular season. It's that whole postseason that causes us problems.
I like how you and Nick both use your Twitter handles for.
Hey, there we go. There we go.
A swatted pass causes an incompletion with 25 seconds left. 4th and 10. The Patriots are going to have to punt the ball, which means the Jets are going to have like 20 seconds, and they're actually going to try to score. So this is going to get dragged out even longer.
Wait, Midnight's Edge is in the chat. Are they really?
Yeah, I don't.
If they are.
I don't even have cable either. So I mean, we're gonna have to watch this on a YouTube link as well.
You also don't know shit about how cars work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, make sure everybody go listen to the Cast of Creatures, the moral. Let's see, the enemies of Dale Jepson.
Yeah, this is taking forever. We got 4,800 people. Yeah. Hi everybody. Yeah. Thanks for watching.
I just posted the link on both of our pages, so hopefully that helps.
So we got 16 seconds left in the half.
Are we on Twitter? Are we doing Twitter yet?
Streaming on Twitter?
No, I mean, are we did we post a link on Twitter?
Oh shit, I guess not. Go
we
ahead.
Did not. I'll do it right now.
Oh, we got people from EFAP. What up, everybody? Yeah, I don't know how long the NFL goes for, Luke. Not my call. If it was me,
too damn long.
Yeah, this trailer would have dropped I don't know.
All right, so we're at halftime.
All right, so
we should be. I believe we're at halftime.
All right,
gotta love the internet.
Yeah.
Let's see. Obviously, I'm gonna have to wait till the trailer airs on TV to get to watch it on here.
Oh, the Jets actually did something decent. They kneeled the ball down and said, fuck it, we're going to halftime. Good for them.
I guess.
You boys are the real MVP.
Team Ramrod.
That's right.
So, yeah.
There's
a lot of hurry up and wait going on right now.
Yeah, it's like, hey guys, oh. Hey guys, oh.
Yep. So we're going to halftime, so the trailer should be available momentarily.
Will it drop as soon as it drops on cable?
Usually within a couple seconds.
Yeah,
oh wow,
it's not
okay,
that far off.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so we'll get to watch it right after, probably midway when Kendo's watching it. We'll be watching it too.
Cool.
Yeah, and then we'll have a link to everybody in the chat, so that way you guys can go watch it too. Right now, it's just a fucking car commercial.
Scott Mendelson's got a new article saying why this trailer is not for us. So,
oh my God, really?
yeah, I don't know if I want to take the time to read that internet cancer or if I'm
Jeez.
just gonna ignore it.
This trailer's not for you because you're not a real Star Wars fan. Fuck
Here's
you.
the thing, man. That guy was coming around. He was making sense in his articles. I'd read him and go, you know what, Scott? That's a sensible argument. I'm gonna let.
Well. The Disney's like, well, here's some money for you. Shut up. And then he's like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'll bend over right now. I'll take it.
I agree with that other guy that was just in the chat. I should be a play-by-play sports person.
God, dude, that live chat is going by. It's just zooming by.
I know it's like hard to keep up with.
Woo!
We got 5,200 people watching. Holy
gosh!
that is
I think I posted it everywhere, so we should we should be good. Actually, let me go ahead and hit Instagram since I'm here as well.
Yeah.
Right now, the flapping heads are talking about the halftime. It's pretty much, the Patriots came out and they just beat the shit out of the Jets because the Jets suck dick. And I agree with you, Steve. They do suck dick. Why? They can't get nothing going. The Patriots, well, they cheat. And that's it. That's all you need for your halftime show.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. I love sports ball.
Yeah.
We got a lot of EFAP fans in here. We will send the link, folks, as soon as it goes live. Yes, Cody,
Yeah,
we are.
we're just waiting.
I feel like we should now say something really important and prolific.
Tune in live Thursday for World Class Bullshitters episode. What are we on? 194.
Yeah, 194. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say Nib High Football rules, but hey, you actually said.
Here it goes. Here we go.
Oh, wow,
Scott
that's
Van Pelt's talking about it. It's getting ready to go. Here we go. Hang on. And all right, I'm cutting my mic to watch.
Okay. Shit. It's not that exciting, but
let him have this. Jeez.
All right, Kendo. You go first, Kendo. You go first.
There's a forest planet.
Oh, God damn it.
We got some Mark Hamill voice.
This is better than the actual trailer. Just randomly cuts in. Oh.
We've got Tico. We've got it, Tico.
Oh my God. Wouldn't you shit if it's like,
waves crashing, lightsabers?
This is the greatest thing ever.
Oh my God! Frozen city in the sky.
Cloud City did freeze. Son of a bitch.
He's having a stroke, ladies and gentlemen. It's happening right now.
Millennium Falcon. Oh my God! This is amazing. Oh my God! They're all in the Falcon, and there's a lightsaber duel.
You're dueling in the Falcon? No way.
Who are they?
C-3PO! Oh my God!
Who's getting double teamed with the Falcon? What's going on?
Oh my God! 3PO just referred to them all as his friends.
Oh my God! No.
We're at max bonerage right now, folks. Not really.
Whatever.
That seems like a pretty short trailer.
Sand planet.
Well, everyone that's trying to watch, the trailer's not live yet on YouTube. So
yeah, apparently when you search trailer like Star Wars,
the story lives 9 forever,
trailer,
boys.
we come up first or third.
Oh my God, there's Star Destroyers and they just showed Kylo and Rey fighting side by side.
All right. Was that it? Oh, here we go.
Force will
it's
be
live on the UK.
always.
All right, Kendo, mute yourself. Here we go, folks. There's the URL. I guess it's time for us to watch it, Nick.
Okay. Let's see.
You guys go ahead and watch
where's
it.
URL? Where'd you put it?
Okay, yes, they are on Endor.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
She's running. She's jumping. She's having a flashback inside of the thing on Jakku. She's inside the Death Star.
Mm-hmm.
This is fucking stupid already. There's lots of running.
Yes, there is. Folks,
Rebel Alliance is big again. There's Rose Tico.
Yeah, we have a Rose. She is my Rose.
Okay.
The Tantive 4 is back, ladies and gentlemen. Princess Leia.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we're in a. Why are we in a goddamn forest? Okay.
Oh, there's Kaloran with his cross lightsaber. So
It's no
cool.
force. It's a force moon.
There's Frozen Cloud City with tons of TIE fighters. I guess that's supposed to be the Emperor's throne is back. It looks like the Game of Thrones throne. Oh wow, a Star Destroyer comes out of the water. Lots of Emperor dialogue. Oh god. A Star Wars boat. That's a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like these people are so tied to C-3PO.
Oh wow, this is crazy.
So they go back on another Imperial base, folks. So Finn and Poe are going to run through and fight.
Yep.
It's like the Death Star all over again, just like Saigon.
Okay, that dumbass shot of them all in the fucking Falcon is bullshit.
Y-wings are going up against the original Star Destroyers. They're riding fucking horses in space.
Horses.
Kylo Ren and Rey team up. They fight in outer space on Star Destroyers on the outside of ships. And the Emperor looks like he's in a floating throne.
Folks asking for a link. It's real easy. Just go and look it up.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There you go.
I'm sure.
I've been linking it, guys. Here we
Yeah,
go.
we've been dropping the link in the chat.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, wow. There we go. So...
Yeah, my excitement was totally
the
played
goddamn
up.
horses, dude. Fuck that.
I played up
The
my
hell is
excitement.
this shit?
I really wasn't excited.
Wait, are you telling me you didn't care about that?
No, Jeff, I really didn't. It was really for entertainment's sake. I wanted the people listening to us to get some entertainment and some enjoyment out of my faux excitement.
It was hilarious, though, by the way. It was really hilarious.
So let's start talking about it again. So if we start at the beginning, we got, yes, it is just straight up Endor.
Yeah, we're on faux
Yeah, I'm
Endor.
gonna keep replaying it so we can talk about it. So
I
yeah,
played it in 25% speed. So remember we saw Rey training on Endor in the last D23 Expo look. She threw her lightsaber into a tree or something, and it looked kind of,
yeah. It almost looks like they're showing her train or something in the beginning, but it doesn't make sense. So I don't know.
It's a little late, guys. To have your main
now she's gonna train in the third final movie. She's gonna train.
Maybe J.J. Abrams, if you weren't so focused on selling us old Star Wars in the first one, you would have had this character not beat the villain. Because what's the fucking purpose of this movie? Yeah, I'm waiting.
Well, Jeff, the important thing is whenever you have two people that are going to fight each other, you have one person win the first one, then you have the other one win the second one, and then there's the big, the payoff match, which we're going to get. Oh, wait, no, we're not. She won both those times.
Yes, she did. Yes,
so
she's not the Rock.
There's really no point. Yeah, there's no payoff match. It's like she's probably going to win again if they fight.
Well, you know what's going to happen is Palpatine's going to injure or lop off fucking Kylo's hand, and then she's going to kill him, and then take him to safety, and they're going to fall in love.
Now we're not going to watch the video together, but I am going to show something right here. Rey, hold on, let me zoom in. Rey is clearly inside of the Death Star. Remember how she junked the in the first movie, how she was running through that Star Destroyer on Jakku?
Yeah.
I have a feeling the plot point is they take that boat that they show later in the trailer to the remnants of the Death Star. This looks like the first Death Star because of the ridge on the antenna dish, but the first one was vaporized. That's like one of my biggest complaints with this movie already. It's like, how are you guys
going to shit?
That got annihilated? What did Luke's missiles do? How with all the casualties on the Death Star, they're all dead. They all just blew up. They're dead. Boom, they're done. This makes it look like it didn't do that much damage, and there are going to be people that survived the Death Star blast.
Yeah, that's weird.
That diminishes the effects of the old movies. It's like, oh, now we're going to make it seem like what Luke Skywalker did wasn't heroic, but a terroristic attack on the Empire. It's like, what the hell are you guys trying to do?
They're trying to make their own Star Wars. I've been trying to do that from the beginning, and they're failing at it hard.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, she's going to use her scavenging powers from the first movie to parkour her way through the core of the Death Star. And if you look behind her, that's the little thing that Obi-Wan Kenobi was on to power down the shield.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
So we get that. That is, I guess, a confirmation of the poster that we were talking about. Like, is that the Death Star? That's the fucking Death Star that they're fighting in the interior remains of the Death Star. Now, if they do time travel elements, like, look it, they are drudging up every piece of original trilogy technology that they can to sell you a toy and get you excited right now. I mean, what else are we going to get? We got X-Wings, Y-Wings, TIE Fighters, Millennium Falcon, Death Star. When you can't have another super weapon in Star Wars, well, you go to the remains of the super weapon.
Yeah, exactly.
There are 2 Star Wars films in the last 30... Well, no, I take that back. You have, technically, the Death Star appears in the last 2 prequel films. So there are only 3 Star Wars films overall that don't have the Death Star of the original, of the saga.
Yeah.
Episode 1, Episode 5, and Episode 8. Episode 8, The Last Jedi. There's no Death Star in that one.
Sorry, I was busy downloading the video.
Yeah, I'm just saying this. Yes, Cosmo. This would be cooler if Luke wasn't dead.
Yeah, what is this like?
Yeah,
this thing they have going on in the ocean where she's hopping along fucking waves and shit. The hell is that?
she's a wave runner, bruh.
Wave Race 64.
That's right.
Couldn't
She's
get
just
pod
so
racing.
badass that she.
Oh
can-
yeah, and then this little
run
creep, then a gremlin fixing C3PO. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, he's so like this little gremlin, goblin, fucking little furry thing is supposed to be like our oh, he's so cute character of this movie.
Also, the jackets they're wearing look like they're from the New Order or whatever.
Well,
That's
I mean,
weird.
they're trying to milk you right here. Let's look at the Rebel Alliance. Wait, I keep clicking.
That scene is total fucking that's all that is. It's just
That's fan
nostalgia and trying
service.
to get you. It's like they're trying to get you to be like, hey, yeah, they're all together. It's gonna happen. See, and even the music is just like very light piano music, and they're trying to get pull out your heartstrings. But yeah, man, just don't care.
Yeah. They got everybody in there. There was Lando. There was a Chewie shot, an R2D2 shot, a C3PO going all out.
Folks, if you're still in the chat wondering about a link, there you go. I keep sending the link out. I'll send one out every couple of minutes so everyone can.
But dude, I just got here. I need my link now.
Well, scroll back. Scroll back.
And also, it looks like they're running through a Death Star as well. When it's like Poe and Finn and Chewbacca.
Here's the thing,
Which is really weird. And then you have Leia, like I guess like very romantically hugging Rey for some reason, which doesn't make sense.
Look, guys, with the literal millions of possibilities that you could take these characters in story-wise, why do you keep going back to shit that died 50, well, not 50 years ago, 38 years ago or whatever, with Star Wars? Like this shit. Because that's what they want to do, milk your nostalgia gland?
Yep, just milk it until there's nothing else left to milk.
I feel like this trailer...
When your story is crap, and your new characters are crap, and you can't sell your new merchandise because it's crap, you have to get something that actually makes money. You have to go to the old stuff. Go to the well, because the people will pay for the well. They won't pay for the crap.
This makes me think about Doomcock's leak about the edict that Disney's like, you have to make something that's going to please everybody. And this is to get the normies in. The old dudes who are like, one more run with Star Wars. It's like, come on, dude. I'm 31.
Dude,
I'm considered old by people on the internet. I love this shit. Not this shit, the old shit. Let it go. It's over. The story ended.
Yeah.
Well, they can't accept that.
No. So I'm gonna look at some more of this stuff. You guys keep talking. I keep going back and looking through this trailer. It's kind of easy.
Yeah. What is this thing that Rey and Kylo smashed? It looks like a person or something that's like just a dusty. Like I don't know what it is, but like they smashed it in this white room or something. It doesn't make sense.
Well, I want to show something real quick. This little battle scene that I keep showing the crowd. Well,
where they smashed.
If you look,
what's up?
If you look closely, I can't zoom in on the video. You can see like an Amon Calamari, you see Lando, you see C-3PO, and it looks like Poe Dameron's giving a rally cry. So is this supposed to be his character arc from The Last Jedi, where he learned his lesson from Princess Leia about thinking outside of the cockpit? That's his character?
I guess.
I like how I'm giving like an honest critique of this. Like, is this it? By the way, there are other people wearing Rose Tico's jumpsuit in the scene.
Ah, more sacks.
So I think you're gonna get some douchebags that are gonna be like, I need to buy a Rose Tico figure so I can make a custom generic white dude on the left side of the screen. I'm gonna be like, hey dude, I got 50 of them. You want to buy one? $20. Make your cut.
There you go. Jack up the price. I'm pretty sure what they smashed was something frozen in carbonite. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it was something in carbonite. From
what I'm hearing, from what I'm getting from other people, is that it was hold on, what was it? I got a message from somebody who said what it was. It's a pedestal with Vader's melted helmet. I think that's what they smash.
How
that makes so much sense.
I still want to know where the fuck they got the helmet from in the first place. Because
there's our Rose.
Because he got burned with it.
Yeah, so somebody went down to Endor, figured out where the helmet was. Like, I don't think Luke Skywalker would. I feel like Vader has an unmarked grave type of thing. He did the Jedi tradition.
Yeah.
He burned his body. He left him. I don't think Luke sat and went, oh, Vader's at this point, and did the longitude and latitude, put it into a Jedi holocron or whatever, and put it in the archives for Jocasta Nu's granddaughter to fucking archive. And then Kylo Ren. See, this is the type of shit that shows no forward thinking when you make this movie. They lied to you years ago and said, oh, we have this grand saga planned out. We have this. All these movies are going to be great. Star Wars every single year. You want Boba Fett, you want Yoda, you want Obi-Wan Kenobi. They're all getting their own movies. Han Solo's getting his own movie. 9 episodes, 12 episodes, 50 episodes. They don't have a story plan for 1 episode. Prove me wrong. Anyway,
well, they can't, because they just showed us the trailer and it proves everything that we were saying, that they have no idea.
This is reminiscent of Return of the fucking Jedi. The same scene when they're in the hangar bay getting ready to go attack the second Death Star. You know, good luck. You're gonna need it in all this shit. When Lando takes
and like Frozen Cloud City. Why? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, why is Cloud City frozen? I don't understand this.
So here we go, folks. Here's another shot that I'm going to share. Here's the Tantive 4. As you can see, this is Princess Leia's ship. Well, it's probably another one, because remember, it was captured by the Imperials in the first film, and we never saw it. So it's not a Tantive 4. I guess it's Korean Corvette or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
it's a Tantive 3, not as good as the 4, but you know, it's still there.
But then again,
Leia's going to see it. She's like, I remember this ship. Nah, bitch, that's the wrong one.
Again, this is just to pull at your heartstrings.
Also, where that little fucking soccer ball robot is like popping that gas can and it explodes, reminds me of the Serenity movie.
The what?
The Serenity movie.
Oh, I just watched that for the first time the other day.
Yeah, like it reminds me of that a little bit. I was just like, that looks weird. Why are you doing that?
So I would like to know the context of this right here. We have the let's see. So we have this water, this ocean planet, wherever the Death Star crashed. And that's fine. So is this supposed to be the big dramatic conclusion of the film?
The
lightsaber duel in front of the Death Star? Or remember...
It's going to be on that thing sticking out of that ball up there.
You mean the turret?
Yeah.
Well, remember, they went on to talk about in the leaks how Kylo Ren and Rey fought like multiple times throughout this movie, and then they would stop, and then they would go back and fight again. And it looks like this trailer is showing that to be true. So maybe some of those leaks were accurate. I'm going to have to go back and look at those leaks and compare and contrast notes. True, Barbarella Alpha, we did have this on Attack of the Clones with Kamino, and it was a much better fight, guaranteed.
Yeah, that's where they are. They're on fucking Kamino, so they could destroy the goddamn, clone
El
facility.
Camino?
Yep.
Which is Spanish for the Camino.
I will say this: honestly, if this is Camino, and they go rolling up in a fucking El Camino with some hydraulics and stuff, and they're just like fucking bouncing down that bridge thing, I'll be like, you know what? This movie's starting to win me back.
If it plays Lowrider, I'm sold.
Yeah. They go cruising into fucking Lowrider, going into that Camino clone factory, just bouncing on an El Camino. I'll be like, I regret everything I've said about this movie, and it's all retracted.
I just wanted to show this for the hell of it. That's just an attractive face right there.
That says, put your Sith inside me.
Jeez.
The face of a million memes, dude. Hey, we have 4,696 people watching. Can we get a bunch of memes out of this, please? Get your your movie trailer to the 43-second marker and make us some memes. Please make us some memes.
Yeah, can we get like memes of all this from frames of all this movie, please? Just send it all to us and we'll post them everywhere we can.
Every great meme's going to get a shout out on Thursday night show. We're going to compile them. Nick, Kendo, and I will all take time to go through Twitter.
Just tweet them at us. Yeah, just tweet them at us.
Yeah,
DM
that's honestly the best thing. That just find us on Twitter and tweet it at us, and we'll all save them. And yeah, we'll find them and look at them, and we'll do the meme awards or something like that. Who knows?
I mean, this image right here just says "Force choke me, big boy."
I like to be force choked.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
force choke me.
Yes,
Force
I do.
choke me, you big bad Sith.
She kind of looks like Tim Curry right there.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have Prince Albert in a can? You do. Poor guy out. What?
God damn it!
I gotta stop because I'll start quoting that movie for like an hour.
Oh god.
That is not.
Well, that's a better movie to quote than this one.
Well, no shit.
Oh man. Yeah, this is gonna be fun to watch with you guys in the theater.
Well, we have our tickets locked down.
God, dude, I'm bringing alcohol. Fuck it, man, it's happening.
Yeah, well, that's why Lape's going. He's gonna drive us because I'm getting.
yeah, he fucking is.
Yeah, they're like, so what's your thoughts on the movie, man? I don't know. I was blackout drunk. No, honestly, folks, we will give you the best review possible. What we're going to do for the 4,500 watching the day of Star
That man
Wars.
has no figure. He's just a rectangle.
That man has no dick.
Dude, his pants are up to his nipples. Give him a break. Okay. Don't worry, Zara. We'll get to the minute 59.
Do men have nipples in space? Is that what happens?
Yes, they have spiffles.
Oh, nipples.
Oh god.
It's like I don't know where the top start or stops and the bottom begins with that individual right there. It's just one big block.
If you wanted to make fun of Star Wars any more than you thought you could have, just look at this face right here. We go from Darth Vader to this guy.
Yeah. The baddest fucking bad in all the galaxy to a dude with like little skinny buggy whip arms.
Now,
Yeah.
you can make fun of the prequels all day long, but every villain in the prequels, including Newt Gunray and Wat Tambor, were better than Kylo Ren.
Oh fuck yeah, dude. General Grievous and Darth Maul. Oh my god.
Darth Maul is one of the all-time greats, even though he died right away. He was fucking cool.
Fuck yeah, dude. Especially Grievous with his arms, with like all four arms with lightsabers. That's goddamn terrifying.
Real quick, I need to address something in the chat. Somebody says about us giving money to the film that we said we weren't going to watch. We never said we weren't going to watch the movie.
Nope, we never said that.
We never said
And-
boycott it either. So
Yeah,
this
we
is
never
the
said
wrong YouTube
boycott.
channel to tell us that we said that.
Yes, what it is we review, nerd culture movies on this channel. So we have to go see it to be able to review it. We can't just talk shit about it, say how terrible it is if we've never watched it. That's called not having a leg to stand on.
That's
in your
called
argument.
hypocrisy.
Yeah, that's very hypocrisy. So, but what we do say is we go watch the movie and we pay to see it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, we'll give you an in-depth review. Skip it and do what you want to do. If you want to watch it, watch it. But this channel has never gone and said we're going to boycott it and then we change our mind later.
Yeah.
So this is the wrong channel, chat, to
Yes.
try to say that.
Yes, we're gonna
Here
go
we
see it opening night, and then we're gonna do a review right afterwards. And you can jump in. You can say, "I'm gonna listen to these guys, hear what they have to say," and then you can decide for yourself: am I gonna go see it or not?
So we have Frozen Cloud City. That's kind of a given. That's a given.
That's the iceberg that sank the space Titanic.
Well, no,
No!
that's The Last Jedi. That sunk Star Wars. That was actually what today's video was going to be called, but I didn't think people would get it. I thought they'd say Titanic was a huge hit. What are you comparing Star Wars to Titanic? I'm like,
that's a
Titanic
good point.
disaster.
People are kind of
Yeah.
Okay.
We live in a very you have to be obvious world.
Oh,
That's true.
believe me, I know. Believe me, subtlety is a lost art on YouTube. Here we go. Now check this out. This is the thing that actually interested me the most.
Oh, Mother of Dragons.
There we go. So I don't get whose throne this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be Snoke's throne from the first movie?
I guess because like they show Palpatine in a throne off to the side and he's like in a floating thing or whatever, or it's doing something.
Yeah, it's something, all right. It's I guess it's some hidden Sith chair that we're supposed to care about in the last movie.
Yeah, it's just a hood over his head who's like on life support or something in a jar. That's what it is.
It's one of those magic fingers. You put a quarter in and it vibrates. That's how you recharge your Sith power.
This is the best comment right here from Cass Bindus. Bespin froze Han Solo and Carbonite. Han froze it back in revenge.
Oh
There
shit!
you go. Space Ghost, Force Ghost Hans showed up and said, "You know what? I'm gonna turn this thing on." He just fucking broke the hoses and it sprayed shit everywhere.
Okay, so we saw the chair. That was, I guess, interesting. But I mean, I'm trying to get some more stuff. Oh, well, that showed a whole bunch of it. I don't understand the symbols on the chair. So we have.
They say this movie is shit in Swahili.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they spoke Swahili in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, it's a little known fact. I read it in a book.
With Swahili or the fact that they put Swahili in Star Wars.
Both.
Okay, I'll take
I
that.
read a lot of books.
I don't doubt that.
What killed Star Wars? The Ice Age. I'm gonna throw out like some people.
Wow.
Well, because like this is what is it? A Star Destroyer coming out of the ice? Why is it frozen?
I was
Carbonite,
frozen today.
God damn it, Jeff.
This movie's taking place in winter, Nick.
Apparently, well, yeah, it's coming out in December, but goddamn, really? What, in space? There's seasons
Yeah.
in space now?
Sure.
What did they fucking hit a water planet or it exploded? Just like the water when everyone's froze everything in a weird vicinity? Like what's going on? What's
Yeah,
happening
dude,
here?
this is taking place in Spantarctica.
Oh god, I want to see what happens with this ice bullshit because it's really fucking weird and I don't like it.
I mean, what I don't like is that we're just digging up old Star Destroyers. That's my problem.
Yeah. There's a lot of that happening. It's like, why are you doing that? What is the significance of this?
They went to old Star Destroyers or us.
Oh, okay. Why is everything?
Oh
frozen?
shit! Hey, memes are coming in. It's happening.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! We got good ones.
It's fucking happening. Let's see.
Get notified out of the yin yang over here.
Oh, okay. I'm sitting here sending messages to other YouTubers.
That's pretty good shit.
All right, here we go. Let's screen share a meme. Let's give a shout out to our listeners.
Yeah,
You
man.
guys make it all possible. Not ice yogurt. I hate yogurt. So here we go. We got
There we go.
When you see space horses,
Goodbye, space horses.
that face you make when your girl gives you space. I think this channel is single-handedly ruining Star Wars, the trailer.
Shit,
Good work,
man.
folks.
No, the trailer did that itself. We're just jazzing it up a bit.
Where that was it? That's all that popped up? Just two?
Yeah. We're 2 for now. I mean, we're gonna get more. So I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
you guys made it seem like, oh my god, we got him. Oh,
Well, my
Yeah,
phone
they're coming in. They're coming in.
yeah. Well, I'm on my own Twitter, but then I get notifications for our Twitter because I've got my Twitter and our Twitter on my same Twitter. If that makes sense, I can switch between the two. And
Yeah.
when I got one notification, all of a sudden,
Yeah,
it just
you can
blew
you-
up
you-
all the
you can either-
notifications for the day.
Yeah. You can either play with your Twitter or the channel Twitter. So I
That's
I
right.
get that.
I got 2 Twitters.
Yeah,
Ugh.
you lucky bastard.
I'm pretty
So
sure you got the
really-
same thing. Shut up.
they always say like, oh, a movie has a color. I think the Rise of Skywalker's color is gray. Look at that.
Or shit brown. I don't know.
I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of white. Just saying.
Just saying.
Whoa.
This movie has a
Diversity, Kendo. Calm
subversive.
down.
There's a subliminal plot here going on with all the whiteness. Just saying.
That,
I'm picking
that
up on it.
explains the whole winter thing and I guess snow and shit like that. So
I have
Yeah.
a question. Do you think they're going to try to pull one of those stupid identity politics cards in this movie and complain?
oh
about
yeah, they've done it in
Yeah.
the last two of them. So why not?
Yeah, I mean, there's a distinct track record for that type of behavior with these movies, Jeff.
Well, if we look at this scene, I'm trying to distinguish. if
There's
we
so
look-
much shit going on in that scene. What the hell is going on?
I don't know
Too
what I'm
busy.
looking at. Honestly, besides the Millennium Falcon, I guess this is where the I want to keep calling them the Rebel Alliance, but they're not. The
Resistance.
La Resistance, Sylvain Grenier and Rob Conway and
Resistance.
René Dupree. Anyway, it's the Millennium Falcon and his amazing friends.
Yeah, folks, remember, make take screenshots, make memes, and tweet it to us. All right, so we'll go through all of them, and we'll show some of them on Thursday. So remember to do that.
Tweet it to us and Star Wars' account, too.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, just do that
Let
too.
them
Why
know how
not?
excited you are for this movie.
That'd be awesome.
So this is another concern I have, just a small one. We'll just talk about it for a brief second. So
wee
Rey
concern.
is in the ship because it shows like kind of like a zoom cut into this the cockpit from that ship.
Yeah.
Is she really going to be fighting a space battle as well is fighting Kylo Ren. It's like Luke Skywalker didn't do
what
any
is
space
that
battles
okay?
for the Jedi.
Is that blue thing at the bottom of the screen? Is that what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
L337 or the brain of it or whatever.
I hope not. I hope that's like a thermal detonator that they're going to take somewhere else. Or
Okay,
I hope
or-
it's a thermal detonator. She's going to just, pull the pin on and blow the cockpit up and save the movie within the first few minutes.
If they had the balls to do that.
They'd have a lot of balls.
I know.
Well, according to them, there are too many balls. That's why there's,
the balls
in
in
Ray.
Again, this lightsaber duel looks stupid.
Very.
Something blows up. I'm trying to see what it is, but like,
yeah, it's like mid explosion is when they show it. So it's really
okay,
hard to-
yeah, it's mid explosion. I guess it's some sort of ship.
Yeah.
The Executor 2.0.
Okay. Oh, we got Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers here, folks.
Oh shit!
Fuck this trailer. Fucking when the fuck did 3PO get a goddamn relationship with these motherfuckers to call them friends? When the fuck did Rey start crying because she's emotionally attached to Leia? There's no fucking development. Fucking Kylo, why the fuck did you repair your goddamn mask if you're not gonna wear the motherfucker? Fuck this goddamn shit. Hi everyone. How are you?
Hey man, how you feeling tonight?
Fucking movie, man. God damn. This is it's such bullshit.
It is.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers.
I just like to take
it's
this moment to point out that Jeremy doesn't have time for the High Council, but he has time for a WCBS live stream.
Oh my God, man. I swear to God, I've never seen such incompetence in my life. What do you guys? I haven't heard your guys' thoughts because I just did my trailer reaction. So I mean, I know you guys hated it, but like, what's your general thoughts?
The same things as you, just with less venom.
It's like Return of the Jedi all over again.
Oh my God. I just, there's so much wrong with everything. I did think that they were going to go a little more nostalgia heavy, but it obviously was very nostalgia driven. Yeah, man, these motherfuckers are stupid. This was the Hunger Games. That's the only thing I thought was this is Hunger Games. Hunger Games, closing out the Disney's Hunger Games is the vibe I got. So, I mean, does anybody watch that and think Star Wars? Does anybody think that like real Star Wars? Not like, it seems like a parody. You know what I mean? So
it does seem like a parody of Star Wars. It seems like, do you remember how they would take an American TV show and adapt it in a foreign country, but like take the outline and try to make it localized, but it's different? That's what Disney Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like an alien came down and tried to make Star Wars, and it just didn't work. They're like, this isn't it. But there's no spirit, no heart, no emotion. And this trailer, the first trailer, technically, they call it the final trailer. We haven't had a single actual trailer. We had the teaser, we had the D23 special look, and we had this. This is actually the first technical trailer, and we have no clue.
This trailer's coming out, what, 3 months before the movie?
3 months, not even two, dude.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Less than 2.
Yeah.
what a disaster.
Man.
What a disaster.
But Space Force.
Yeah, I saw the Space Horses, which was fucking Harry Potter bullshit, My God.
And it looks like they're riding on a spaceship, like on the outside edge of it. Which, like, if they're on the outside edge of a spaceship riding horses, they should die because there's no fucking air in space.
Maybe
That's
Space
really,
Force
really
don't
what
need
it
air
looks
to
like. It's
breathe.
really what it looks like. If you freeze that frame, it looks like they're out amongst the stars, like on the outer edge of a spaceship. It looks fucking weird.
Oh, God damn this fucking shit, dude. Like, I really, like, I thought, okay. I was like, maybe I'm going to watch this trailer. Maybe they're going to pull some nostalgia. Not that it's going to make me excited for the movie, you know what I mean? But maybe they're going to do something to pull me in. No, you know what they fucking did? They did the same shit that I've been talking about for the past 2 years. They don't know what they're doing. And it's just like Alex Goot said on Nerdrot Extreme. He said, it doesn't even matter if this Rise of Skywalker movie is good. It doesn't matter if a lot of people liked the Force Awakens. It doesn't matter. You know why? It doesn't matter if we've got a couple of pieces of decent bread, because there's a piece of shit in the middle of that bread. So when we bite into it, the Last Jedi is going to be there. So it really doesn't matter, I'm going to stop cussing because this is a classy channel called World Class Bullshitters, Christian channel. And I'm not going to bring my toxicity in here. These are some good Christian Boy Scouts, and I apologize for my toxicity.
God bless you, sir. God bless you.
Oh shit! 4,000 people watching. Subscribe to World Class Bullshitters. All right, this is a great channel. This is a great channel. They do great things. They make guys with ankle choker jeans cry. And
Oh shit.
Oh man!
Speaking of crying, how hard do you think they're gonna milk this Leia scene right here?
You know,
all the way.
Yeah, that scene in particular, they're definitely going to milk it. I did think we was going to get a lot more like nostalgia driven in this trailer, and we didn't get as much nostalgia as I thought we would get. But I still feel that they're going to put that heavy-handed as hell during the movie. If they have enough footage, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you? How much of this do you think is being reshot? Doomcock said 75%. I don't believe that. I
reached out to my Lucasfilm contact, and unfortunately, I cannot tell you guys who this is. I can't tell anybody. It's a person that when they reached out to me, I knew the name, and I had to make sure it wasn't a fake account. But I was told that rumor is bullshit. So. I can't speak to it. Now, I've also heard from some other people that there are some reshoots going on. Not the 75%, but it's hard to tell, man. It really is. And again,
okay, so reshoots are happening, just not to the 75% level.
That's what I'm hearing. You know,
okay.
All I can tell you is my direct contact who has given me information that has. Again, I don't run with a lot of this information because I don't like being a person that kind of tries to get ahead of stuff or per se. I like to read what other people are reporting so that. You know, if it's wrong, I can go, I just read it from a fucking website, you know? But my source who knows what's going on at Lucasfilm told me that rumor is that, and we didn't go into detail on it. They just said it's a bullshit rumor. Okay. So, but again, Doomcock has his own sources. So, I mean, I'm not saying Doomcock is wrong. I don't want to upset the future ruler of the world. But I wish I could have told you that it's all true and that they're just there's a cluster F going on. But I can only tell you what I've heard. So it's interesting nonetheless.
So that looks like it's from the video game.
Speaking of stuff that's true, a lot of these Reddit leaks, they talked about Star Destroyers with planet killer weapons on them. Here's one right here.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's actually from the video game.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, this is, oh my God. Hang on, I gotta mute just for a minute. I gotta handle a call. I'll be right
no
back.
problem.
No, but seriously, if we go back, folks, go back and watch our Reddit leak video from like a month ago or something. Clearly, this all fits in with the stuff that we had seen earlier. So we have another guest, folks. We have Tom of Midnight's Edge. What's up, Tom?
Hey, there he is. We can't. Are you there, buddy?
Alert! Oh, he did.
Oh, damn.
Well, hey, we had him. We had him.
Right? We just had him.
Yeah, you know what? Tom thought we were in here to actually discuss something decent, and he goes, "Oh, fuck that! They're talking about the Rise of Skywalker trailer." So Tom said, "No, I'm done. I'm out." So it's good to talk to you guys too. I haven't talked to you guys in a while, Jeff. Missed you. I miss you, Jeff. I miss you, buddy.
Are you going to be on the High Council tomorrow?
I don't know. Fuck, I guess so. Because there's a lot of peer pressure for me. Like, I guess there's like this whole thing Jeremy has time for. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's a meme going and creates a lot of peer pressure. And I get really sensitive to internet criticism. And
yeah, you seem like that kind of guy.
I'm like Rex from Toy Story. Like, I don't like confrontation. Oh no, never mind. That's Star Wars Explained. Never mind. No, if I'm there, I'll probably. I mean, because there's gonna be a lot to talk about, so I'll definitely pop in and say hello. And you know, I don't know how long. I've got a lot of sports stuff that I've got to catch up on. But yeah, who do you have any guests tomorrow? Because it's on your channel, right? It's on here. It's on this.
Yeah.
Who you got? Anybody lined up? If you don't want to say, that's fine. You can
we can announce it. We got Gary coming on.
No, I'm not coming. He's a very toxic male, and I try not to. I try not to associate with those types. So,
Well, I mean, you are on here with us right now, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
this is very true. It's very true. Very true.
We are the definition of toxicity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, did you guys see? I'm gonna upload specifically a video, but on our live stream last night, we had the greatest meme of all time was born with Ryan Kennel. I'm gonna send you guys a link. Oh yes, it was so good. His video froze, and it froze into the greatest meme picture ever. and his computer was so crappy he couldn't even turn his camera off to turn into an avatar. So for about 30 minutes, it was stuck on this picture with us laughing. The chat was calling him like a PlayStation 1 character, all this stuff. It was great.
God.
But I don't want to derail the conversation. Let's get back talking about the Hunger Games.
Well, somebody had a really great point. Tom, what's up, man? Are you there?
Hey, how's it going? Can you hear me
There
now?
we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
okay.
All right.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
there he
good.
is.
Hi, Tom.
How you doing,
Usually-
Jeremy? I haven't met the other fellows, but I met Jeff in person, actually.
He's a large human.
He's really huge.
Huge.
Do you think Disney's going to try to keep the ratings down for this? Do you think they're going to try to pull some?
They're going to pull out
Yes.
everything they have in the book that they have left. I swear, it's going to be like the last question of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. They're going to make sure they have their shit left. They'll be all right. I want to call a friend or audience pick or whatever like that. They're going to pull everything out they can out.
Oh yeah.
It'll just be interesting to see if reputable news sources like Forbes or Collider, all those people just
Jesus.
gloss over this stuff.
Oh, they will. That's going to
They will.
So, Tom, what'd you think of the trailer?
Whole lot of meh. Not only
Elaborate.
that, like 90% of the leaks must be true. The only one that didn't pop up in there was the Jedi baby.
The Jedi what?
The Jedi baby.
Oh God.
The baby that Rey was supposed to have that was supposed to send Kylo into like a raging fit.
God.
I might vomit blood if that was in the movie.
Oh yeah. I'll be
They're
very
not. No. They're not going to show that in the final trailer. They're gonna wait for that to be like a cutscene in the movie, like a Marvel thing.
Yeah, they want that to be a surprise for you to
Yeah. It's
see her give birth and then him free cock so you didn't get to knock them boots first.
I don't know what's going on in this universe. I don't know what the First Order does. I don't know what the government does.
They order first, man. They order first.
That's about the best response right there. You should be writing for Lucasfilm. It's better than anything they've come up with. I just don't. I don't understand the dynamics of anything going on in this universe. It just feels like it just feels like this is all part. Everything that has happened in the sequel trilogy feels like it's just happening in a small little section of this entire huge universe that's out there that we don't know anything about. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like the stakes of the universe are at risk with the storyline that we're following. You know what I mean? It just doesn't. Whereas in the original trilogy, in the prequel trilogy, it actually felt like the fate of the universe that we're watching was being affected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
And that's just so frustrating, man. So
Can I just bring attention to the space horses? What is this?
And what are they riding through? Like, I don't.
This to me is like what? There's a scene in The Living Daylights which actually doesn't suck, where they're riding through horses against the I guess the Mujahideen or whatever. That's kind of cool. This is like if you took a bunch of horses up against tanks. Like Indiana Jones eventually got caught, and they all had to save him one by one. That's a cool scene. This is not space horses.
Harry Potter. That's what this feels like right here.
I don't have time for Harry Potter. Sorry, Jeremy.
Nope.
Jeremy has time to make
Reference
a
Harry Potter, but not time for the.
not time for the High Council.
Yeah,
That's right. That's what I heard.
Okay,
Wow.
so here is evidence to the contrary that this is in fact the second Death Star. I can no longer say it's the first one because of the ridge on the outside. Maybe they made a mistake, but here we go. Look, this is the fucking throne room from Return of the Jedi. There's the Emperor's throne.
Oh wow! Okay.
It somehow what did it do? Crash into an asteroid? The thing got blown the fuck up by Lando and Wedge.
Well,
Yeah.
clearly not.
Are they going to make excuses
Yeah, they are.
to how
Yes.
There's gonna be dude. There's gonna be weird like flashbacks and cutscenes all throughout this whole movie, Okay, it's going to be like one of those episodes of a TV show that ends abruptly and they have to do a clip show. Well, that's what it's going to be.
Oh yeah, and the
This is
defenders
just-
will defend it to the hilt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is just what you guys don't understand because you guys aren't on the Lucasfilm level. Okay, what you guys don't understand is this is actually an advertisement for the new attraction at Galaxy's Edge, and that's where they're actually at. They're actually at Galaxy's Edge. You can actually visit this exact spot in Galaxy's Edge. This is all a big promo for the next Galaxy's Edge ride right here. Right here, you can actually go in there and you can see what not John Travolta, Kylo Ren, where he actually lost to a girl for like the 5th time in 3 movies.
I'm going to go to the Galaxy.
That all makes sense.
Take a giant shit there.
Tom, what are your thoughts on this, man? This specific scene right here.
Well, it's pretty obvious. She raises between the two of them. They probably raised the Death Star, just like in the leaks. It's dripping wet in the sea. I mean, you have it frozen here, so you don't get.
Yes, she is.
So you don't. Now, quit shipping them now. No, they might be brother and sister for F's sake. No,
That's true. We don't fucking know.
because
Well,
he says
that hasn't
"I
stopped
know
him in the
you."
past.
That's true.
He does know her, you know. He's been inside her. She's been inside him, you know.
Space pegging.
Spegging?
right.
There we go. There we go. I was
The
waiting
good-
for that.
That is a good, like at least in the trailer, we didn't see any referencing to Raylo.
Like a
at
big
least,
kiss.
yeah, or anything like that. But Mark Hott says Jeremy is being sarcastic. When has Jeremy ever been sarcastic? I think sarcasm is a very, very toxic quality, and I do not support that. Thank you very much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go tuck it, and I have to go to a Bernie rally really quick. I'll see you guys later. So.
Well, okay.
I mean, I know I sound really angry, but come on, you can't retcon a story to, like where you break the story. Like this breaks the story of Star Wars.
Oh, it does.
Oh, it
entirely.
absolutely does.
Yeah.
It absolutely.
You know what?
does.
I'm still waiting to see Hayden Christensen's ghost in this movie. I'm waiting for that to happen.
If it does, and it will, I'm gonna punch you in the chest.
You know what? I'll take it. I will fucking take it because I'll be laughing my ass off.
I'll film it.
That's fine. I don't care.
Oh, we'll live stream the car ride home.
Oh, it's gonna be wonderful. It's gonna be glorious.
This, I don't know. This is the stuff that bothers me more because this is bad writing. This is stretching it. It's like, oh, what can we do? Well, it'd be really cool to see the Death Star again. Really? Again? Like, this is like deconstructing, you know.
3 was not enough.
3 was not enough.
4.
Correct. Well, look, Watchmen deconstructed the superhero genre. That's cool. That's different. That's taking it, turning it on its ear. You can't deconstruct Star Wars because it's not a genre. It's a very straightforward, good, bad space fantasy. That's
So depressing.
It is depressing.
I will say I'm listening to Heir to the Empire for the first time, and if you're really sick of what's going on, and you're not familiar with the Disney or with the EU, my God, it's so good. It's so good, and that's my sequel trilogy right there. It's so good, and I brought like a few EU guys onto the team, and they've really started to help me get me kind of caught up in the EU, and I'm loving the EU. It's definitely some therapy to kind of just move on from this bullshit trilogy. And again, they've really pissed everybody off at this point. You have right now on this panel right here, you have like Jeff and I are very outspoken and we have big followings. Jeff hated The Force Awakens from day one, and I loved it. And we're both sitting here in the same position now. So you've lost everybody at this point. You know what I mean? Like they've lost everybody. Nobody is hyped about this. And when I say nobody, I know these people want to get out there and get super specific. It's a generalization about the Star Wars fan base. There is no way, if you have any common sense, that you can look at the Star Wars fan base and think that it has not been massively fractured since the beginning of The Force Awakens. It just has. It's been absolutely crushed by what they've done. And I'm going to be interested to see how this all plays out from a box office standpoint. I mean, I think it's going to do well because the general audience is going to eat it up. I mean, there's apparently people out there that went to see Captain Marvel and made it $1 billion, but you know, it's still, if this movie does right at $1 billion, think about that. Force Awakens did $2 billion, Last Jedi did 1.3, and this movie barely cracked $1 billion. That's bad.
Yeah, like in my latest video I put out today, you used to talk about the Blu-ray sales of The Force Awakens. It moved nearly 6 million units. The Last Jedi moved 3. And people want to make the argument, oh, people just don't buy Blu-rays they used to. And then I gave them the point, Avengers Endgame beat The Last Jedi in just about a month and a half. So shut the fuck up. That is not a valid argument. People just didn't buy that one. Like, it's funny how these people will make excuses. Like, people are saying, like, what SJW psychobabble will they use to try to defend this trailer?
Everything and anything, man.
The book's coming out tonight. No one's gonna get any sleep over this shit. Everyone's gonna be going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I keep hearing, oh, it's a kids movie. Oh, it's it comes out. It's always come out in Christmas. That's why it does so well. Like, there's all these excuses I keep hearing.
I'd be like, excuse me, but all but a few Star Wars movies have come out in May. Like, can we stop this whole Christmas is Star Wars thing?
Yeah, and then oh, it's only for kids. I've heard that too, and it's like, kids don't buy tickets to movies. Sorry.
Hey, no, excuse me. Might I step in? It's dog, bro. It's for fucking kids, dog. At least that's what Freddie Prinze says. So I just want to get that quote.
You're just mad it didn't.
I watched Doomcock's video about that, and that was hilarious. Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Oh man.
And I love that he has to rant about that because his career has gone down to shit. He even has a YouTube channel that I think the most views he's got in a video is like 5,000. Like, and that was like 7 years ago.
We do that.
He also no. And here's a funny thing. He posts episodes of his show with his name on it that nobody watched to his YouTube channel every Friday.
Well, that's because it's not 1999. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. And like, I watched 5 minutes of an episode, and I was just like, no, I can't do this. I'm sorry.
Like, just collect your Scooby-Doo Halloween check and shut up.
Yeah, it's like, dude, ever since Buffy dumped you, you haven't been relevant.
Oh, did they break up?
I want to say though, like, much like Adam Sandler, much like some other people, I'll always have respect for certain people, regardless of what they do in the future. And Freddie Prinze, he did give us one of the greatest moments in history of cinema in that hacky sack scene.
Oh shit!
All that. I mean, this is something like, even like, I know Francis Ford Coppola and Scorsese, like, they've been shitting on Marvel, but even they're like, that Freddie Prinze scene and hacky sack scene, I mean, that's cinema at its finest. So shout out to you, Freddie Prinze. You might suck balls, but at least you have that scene.
Wait, did him and his wife get divorced? Is that what happened?
Oh no, I don't think so.
They should.
They should.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, I think she's staying married to him specifically because of the hacky sack scene.
No, she just feels sorry for him because he's always sitting on the couch. He's like, I can't get a break. She's like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. Don't worry, they're gonna make She's All That too soon. It'll be okay.
Oh man. Well, hey guys, I do have to bounce, so we're gonna go live over on Uche Waneri's channel, The Observant Lineman. We're gonna get ready for that. Geeks and Gamers. He just got monetized, so we're gonna go live on his channel shortly. Me and some of the G&G crew. But I wanted to hop in here and say hello to all of you, lovely toxic males. And, it was nice. It was nice for you to allow a small little YouTuber like myself to join. I appreciate that. So.
Hey, we do what we can do when we can.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Oh, yeah, always there to help.
Yeah, man. So you guys have a good one. Seriously, a pleasure talking to all of you. And yeah, Tom, I did record with Robert today, and that video will be up tomorrow. So,
on your channel?
Yeah, on Geeks and Gamers. So
can't wait to see that.
But yeah, thanks guys, and
no problem.
yeah, this trailer sucked.
Yeah. Well, people are talking about Disney trying to ratio it right now, so this is going to be interesting.
Do what now?
I will say this. This trailer, I think Beyonce is actually better than this trailer. That's how bad it is. So,
well, on the British version of this trailer, which is the one we're looking at, it's got 5,700 thumbs up and 1,900 thumbs down already. So,
well, I gave it 1. So one of those is from me.
Interesting.
Doing my part.
Interesting. All right, fellas, have a good night. And if you're listening to the stream, subscribe to World Class Bullshitters. It's a great channel.
Thank you.
It's a little channel.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Just a little bit of channel. Take care, Jeremy.
All right, bye.
Oh man. So this is this room thing. I don't even know where to go from here, man. Jeremy just came in and screamed, and I'm just like,
Kylo's wearing a stupid helmet again.
He is. This might. I got to go back and watch this and read all the leaks. Tom, you said about how it confirms a lot of the leaks, correct?
Yeah, we did a video breakdown of them not too long ago, and outside of like just a couple of them, and there's like almost a lot. You can see a lot of them in the trailer, to where it's like she's obviously going to raise the Death Star. They obviously hook up C-3PO to the network and all that kind of stuff. All that whole shebang.
Yeah, Jeff, when I told you about the leaks and stuff, I got it from Midnight's Edge. So there you go.
Well, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
I do listen a lot.
As do I. Oh my god. I'm just glad they didn't break this into 2 parts. I was concerned that we were going to see part 1 or something at the end of this trailer.
Dude, that would. Oh my god, that'd be too much. I'm sorry. If they
No,
did that, I'd be like, you know what?
Movie.
Yeah, I'd be like, if that happens, like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna watch part 2. This is grueling enough.
Yeah, this is grueling enough. Even to look at this, it seems so forced. Do you think this is the time travel thing though, or the world between worlds, or any of this other shit?
I hope not. I really do.
I want it to
really
be.
hope. I mean, just for the pure shit show value of it, yes, I want it to be, but I really hope that's not how they explain it. Like, oh, we time traveled and now everything's frozen. It's like that's not how it works.
Well, no, it would explain why, you know, like both Death Stars are like somehow survived in pieces on a planet somewhere.
Yeah, considering, you know, we watched it be obliterated into a fucking bazillion pieces.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, guys. If it happened in the original trilogy, it doesn't matter unless we can make money from it. As a
Exactly.
Death Star playset is too big to make a toy of.
So it's the Vince McMahon philosophy. It happened outside of WWE, it doesn't count.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Okay. So it happened outside of Disney Lucasfilm. It didn't happen.
And there's Mr. Papa Palpatine.
Yeah, this is so dumb. Like, you get why Luke would want to defeat the Emperor because of what he did to his father, and he wants to, you know, bring balance to the universe and shit. We didn't know what was going on. They mentioned the Emperor in one passing line in the first Star Wars film. They show him in the second one, and in the third one, he's the big bad guy. Makes sense. What the hell is happening here?
Well, clearly she's gone back to Hoth, where he made up residence after they, you know, wiped out the rebel base.
Well, maybe he's like, you ever seen the movie Darkman where he has 100 minutes before his face
Oh
melts?
yeah. I remember that.
Maybe he goes to Hoth because his face will melt off in hot weather. Like Mrs. Doubtfire, you know, the hot weather.
Oh god.
Yeah. See, that makes sense. I can buy that. I can buy that one completely.
So he's got like stroke face, like a little bit of palsy going on in his face, and that's how he's gonna talk the whole time.
Part of me
Yes.
can't wait to watch this. Part of me can't wait to just like listen to other people. Like,
Dude, I'm hoping for time travel. I want there to be a weird baby scene. Like I want a 9 months later thing and be like, boom, baby. Like I want all of it to happen so bad.
folks in the chat, pitch us your worst possible idea for this film.
What if the baby turns out to be addicted to crack, like space crack, sprack?
It's addicted to death sticks. That's what it is.
There it is. Yes, yes.
The guy wanted to go home and rethink his life. Nope.
Now he ended up meeting up with Ray, and you know they made a psycho, crazy, half Sith death stick baby.
There you go. There's that's the name of my new metal band, Half Death Stick Baby.
You should be a lounge singer with that.
Watch him do something like really stupid, where like Ray does have a baby, and it's like Shmi Skywalker, and it's like this whole thing was just like a big old circle that keeps happening over and over, something dumb like that.
Oh
Dude,
god.
worst case scenario, Holdo returns.
Ugh. Turns out she survived the fucking.
Oh no. Holdo is a
Lightspeed
force
jump.
ghost. Holdo is a force ghost. Come on.
That's why she was able to do it, guys. She was a force user. That's why only force users could, you know, launch themselves in a suicidal mission against a star destroyer.
Oh god.
What if Ray is actually Darth Sidious?
Yeah. She sacrificed herself, and now she's dealing with 72 virgins.
Wow. I
So
didn't know she was of that persuasion.
this is a very EFAP episode of this channel. I'm very impressed. We broke it down. We've talked about it. We'll do the super chats at the end. May the bitch be with you. I'm wearing that on a t-shirt.
Jeff, make that a t-shirt.
All right, I'm taking a screenshot.
May the bitch be with you.
Oh my god. I really think the space horse part was actually offensive. Like what did
Yeah, like
I mean, did they not learn from the last movie at the weird
Well,
fucking
I also
rabbit
want to
horse
know.
thing?
I also love, like, yeah, in the last movie, like, they were like, oh, horses need to be free. They're animals, animal rights, and now they're riding them. Isn't that a little counterintuitive to your message?
It's okay to do it. It's okay to ride a horse if it's something that you love and you're fighting something that you hate, or something fucking stupid like that.
Oh God.
Uh,
I love a Rostico as like gone from like mechanic to like general or something in this, movie. Yeah, so it's like, I'm sorry, what? She was fixing cars, now she's part of like a squadron. Like, how does it happen?
Dude, every brilliant military leader in the history of ever always started off just fixing broken trash cans.
Yeah, or mopping floors, and boom,
Yeah.
then they had an epiphany, and then they just became a general.
Yeah, General Patton started by picking up socks in the mess hall.
Scrubbing the poop deck.
you got to
Right.
start somewhere, man.
right.
Yeah.
I got a question for the 3,300 people watching. Press 1 if you liked this trailer. Press 2 if you thought it sucked.
Gee, I wonder
come
how this
on.
is gonna go.
I just want to see a fucking tank tread of twos.
What we should do is that should be our official World Class Bullshitters poll for the week.
Put it up right now.
All right, hang on.
Just you reword it before you send it out, or tell me what you're going to do.
I was just gonna say, what did you think of the Star Wars trailer? Yes, no, or did you like the Star Wars Episode 9 trailer? How about that? Yes, no.
Yeah, use the hashtag Rise of Skywalker. We got a lot of twos. Sorry, I love the music.
There was that swelling version of the Star Wars theme in there. That was all right, but
Nothing was swelling for me.
yeah, I wouldn't call it like groundbreaking or anything.
Did you see those leaks about the musical cues? How they're apparently going to play the Duel of Fates in this movie?
No, I didn't hear that. I heard that this is supposed to have the most music of any of the movies before, as far as like original music since the first movie or something like that. But I don't know how accurate that is.
Dude, they're going to play the Imperial March if possible.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna really like milk that nostalgia gland hardcore.
All right, so it's up. I put, did you like the hashtag Rise of Skywalker trailer? Yes, no, and I set it for 3 days so that it'll end approximately towards the end of our episode this week.
Good. That's where it needs to end.
The Jedi.
So,
Thanks Fandango for sending me. I need to get tickets for Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Thanks.
I took care of it for you.
Awesome.
Yeah, Jeff Dango handled that one.
Oh, did you guys talk about how Adam is supposedly saying that it's beat out all pre-sales?
Already?
Yep.
Oh, website. Okay. No, I have not seen that. Because they're going to spin it like that. I mean, how many theaters are going to have 25 empty seats? That's what I need to know.
Well, if this is anything like the last few releases, like, I'm not kidding. When I went to Joker, there was like one other movie showing. They literally had Joker in like 18 different theaters. So I'm sitting here thinking, well, if there's an incel going to shoot somebody, they sure as hell got a choice of theaters here, because, every single theater was opening for Joker. So I guarantee you that outside of maybe Jumanji and a couple other things, Disney will probably force them to put it in X amount of theaters.
Yeah, because last year they did that for they had a weird contract for them last time.
Yeah, they do that. Actually, that's something that they carried over from Lucasfilm.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, George did that way back with the Phantom Menace. He got 90% of the first weekend's take, and they had to show it for, I think, 4 or 7 weeks or something like that.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
So I call bullshit. I'm not on you just because of what you're saying. I went to my local theater, which earlier didn't have tickets available, right? Because the tickets went on sale like before the trailer. But
they just went on earlier. Yeah.
We can look. Here's my local AMC 6 o'clock showing, December 19th. Those blue seats are all available.
What are you using there? Are you using
Fandango.
Okay, let me do that for mine.
I don't think Fandango will have any numbers out till tomorrow.
Oh, I'm just saying that, like normally, like when I went to do Avengers tickets, I had to go to a theater I'd never been to because I couldn't get within 1 fucking minute. We're almost 2 hours past when I bought the tickets, and I'm just like, I could cancel my other tickets, buy these, and go to the theater I want to. But I kind of already bought other tickets, and they're cheaper, so we're gonna stick with that. Plus, I don't want to see it in IMAX 3D. I'm just saying, like, if this was the most pre-sold movie ever, this would all be gone. I've lived through the Avengers where the fucking website crashed. Websites aren't
right
today.
Yeah, I'll see if I can find the tweet for you, though. But yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I love the spin on all this stuff. Like, that's the thing I love to do most on this channel is just call them out on their spin garbage. It's like, hey, if this is the case, these would all be sold out. I don't live in a small city, but hey, whatever.
Would you like to have an update on our poll?
Yes, I'd like to have an update on our poll. You want me to give a screenshot of it?
Sure.
Okay. Fucking
Got
robot.
60 votes so far. How do you think it's going?
Well, I think it's going to be mostly no. Pretty close. Let me share this. Oh, let's see. There we go. Gotta love Streamlab. Or excuse me, StreamYard. There we go, folks. There we go. Oh, it went.
Wow. Live views of the poll.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Let's see. Shit, man. Wow. Atlantic Station doesn't have. Well, we only have a few of them. Well, I mean, they have like the VIP or the RPX crap that they want, or the real 3D. Oh, fuck. Really? Let's see. 1045.
See, that's the best
Ooh.
part is I live in an area where it's not that like bad, and like I'll probably be able to get in. Like I'll be the only one in the 3D showing you watch.
Okay, let's see. What is it like for me? All right. Well, this is. Okay,
I have not yet had to pre-buy a Star Wars ticket. I did for The Force Awakens, and it was like I didn't have to pre-buy these. I mean, it wasn't full even.
No, we did. I wanted to go see The Force Awakens early, but I had to wait till the 10 o'clock showing back then. Then The Last Jedi was just like, well, we should get these for the channel.
I'm gonna screen share my screen real quick.
All right.
Of the tickets in Atlantic. This is Atlantic Station in Georgia. That's what we're seeing right now.
So
That's not that's not a very big theater. It looks like.
No, it's not. This is let's see. This is the yeah, this is just like normal, I guess, VIP or whatever. This is the VIP theater. Let's go back. Actually, let me go back. We're having error.
I sent you the link for the YouTube or the Twitter link to the Adams films, claiming that they beat all the.
Yeah, well, Fandango's seeing a little bit of a weird problem now. So
did you send it over on Twitter?
Ooh, well, geez, they may be. Well, let's see what happens. I'm gonna turn off my screen share.
There you go. Remove from them.
There we go.
Oh my god, I can't. I hope they don't. Somebody's talking about rebooting A New Hope. They already tried it. Oh, people are starting to vote the opposite way. They're going, yes, they like it.
I have got some people come to me and say they've kind of liked it. So I mean,
you don't. Here's the thing: you can be a fan of this channel and enjoy the trailer. We're not telling you how to think.
Yeah.
So
no, that's pretty much what I said to him. Well, at least you found some enjoyment.
Yeah. So I think it's time that we have to read some of these super chats because people bombarded them.
Let's
And I can't not. Where the shit did the super chat close? Fuck, I gotta open it. Okay, just a second, folks. Thank you for everybody. There we go. So first off, we have our friend the Fixer who says, "Wait, this isn't all of them." Okay, some of them disappear. Shit. How can I go back?
Oh, because you're on StreamYard, you probably have to go to your actual YouTube and go into the super chats.
Oh, I'm in that window.
That's where you're at. Okay.
It's here.
Ours were acting up earlier too. We had a guy who sent one and it didn't come through. I had to go in through that way and find it. But if you're not finding it there, then that's
we went
weird.
live at what, 8 or 9, Kendo?
It was an hour and a half ago, so it was about 9:15.
Okay, so then this has to be right. The Fixer says, "I'm with Ben Shapiro on how to fix Star Wars. It was all a dream."
That's what Andre says too. Yeah, that's what I said too. I said, "Yeah, Finn wake up from a dream or whatever." Yeah.
Yeah, I said earlier today to a guy at work, I was like, it turns out it was just an autistic kid staring into a snow globe. He goes, "Oh, St. Elsewhere syndrome." Like, yep.
Oh, hold on.
Steals everything else. Just steal that.
Wait, the Fixer actually did send a few more. I knew there was one early on. He says, "State of Hollywood is like Soviet Union. Anyone who doesn't conform with the narrative gets purged. Look at the Death Star. Look at the death of Stalin. The second Beria was purged, Khrushchev erased all mentions of him in Soviet history. This is what they're doing with Star Wars, rewriting the history to fit the narrative."
Yeah, you could argue that point very well.
You would do it better than I would, Kendo.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what they did. Like when Stalin took over, he pretty much tried to wipe out anything about Lenin, created his own cult of personality. When Khrushchev took over, there was a very big de-Stalinization movement in the Soviet Union to pretty much wipe his existence completely off the face of the country. So, yeah, you could argue that.
I just want to give a shout out to James Grimes for quoting Juicy, the best Biggie Small song ever.
Fantastic.
It's shit like this that makes me love doing what we do. Let's see. We read the fixers about St. Elsewhere the Dream. Dragoneer Production says $5 on the time travel theory or the episode 8 was a dream theory. Now, based on what we've seen, can you discount episode 8?
Maybe to the point that we'd have to get into the movie, because if like there's no mention of Snoke and no mention of anything that happened to episode 8, then yeah, you could probably say that because I mean this has been a total measuring contest between JJ and fucking Rian Johnson.
Oh yeah, and George Lucas as well.
Yeah. So it's possible that they try to pull that, or they completely just ignore everything that happened in the previous movie.
Oh man.
Although Rose was there, so how do you explain her?
Tommy Wiseau.
Unless she was well, yeah, that would work. Or they'll be like, Captain Tico, and she was always a captain or something. You just completely gloss over the fact that she used to be, mopping up sick in, the hospital bay.
Yeah.
What about Finn waking up with the lightsaber stroke on his back?
He'll be a gimp.
Okay. The fixer also says, make it like Wizard of Oz. Someone wakes up and goes, you were there and you were there. Also, Jeff, if Shapiro were to invite you onto a Sunday special, would you do it? I guess. I mean, it's free publicity.
Yeah. I mean, I don't foresee that happening ever, but definitely.
Yeah. So
his reach is much larger than ours, so it'd be good to get the name out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, tweet the guy. Who knows?
The best part about our name is once you hear it, like just one time, you remember it. It's not like
that's very true.
It's like, what's that channel? The something? Oh, World Quest Bullshitters. Duh. I can't forget it. Andy from the UK says, hey guys, I have a very bad feeling. Party boob!
Party boob!
Well, thank you, Andy, very much. Your feelings were confirmed.
Yeah.
Alpha Terranima says, wait a minute. This isn't the new Terrence and Phillip movie.
No, unfortunately, it's not.
It is asses afire, though.
Well, guys, remember this trailer apparently isn't for us. So
yeah,
That's right.
Thanks, Scott Mendelson. We know you're in the chat.
Jog on.
I'd love it if
Damn
he
it.
watched us. Great reference, by the way.
He probably does.
You're welcome.
Kendo Slice would like to know, how big is Batista's dick? I'm so proud.
People's got to know.
Told me. Oh, Jesse was telling me about how when you sent it on the stream, how it threw everyone off.
Yeah.
And they didn't know how to react.
Yeah. Well, you put me on a mission, and I always follow through on the missions that are sent to me.
We should send like an army of people to troll a stream. It's like, hey, super chat, how big is Batista's dick?
Yeah.
He might tell you.
That's like a really odd wrestling thing right now. It's like, I don't care, but everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
Man.
No interest whatsoever. It's fun to throw people off on their streams.
That's true. No one can keep a straight face when you ask that question.
Yeah.
Breadman Production says, got Kraven's Last Hunt Galactus, couldn't fit on my shelf. Breadman, I saw your giant print of the Galactus trilogy, and when you read Kraven's Last Hunt, shoot me a message and let me know what you think. I think it's the best Spider-Man story, hands down. I can't get enough of it. Disturbed Fan 0717 Production says, I'm sure Ray is going to do something stupid.
Well, she has been for 2 movies.
You're right. That's like betting on the most obvious thing ever. Like the Patriots are going to win.
The sun will come up tomorrow.
Bet your bottom dollar, Kendo.
That's right. It's been a hard knock life for us.
I'm embarrassed of myself. Joshua Trammell says, y'all are awesome. Keep up the great work.
We will.
Well, thank you very much, Joshua. We appreciate that compliment. Cinevareth653 says, I'm pleasantly drunk and I'm numb enough to endure the horrors that await us.
Yeah, we're gonna be the same way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a couple beers right now, but I don't have any. I
I'm
didn't
6
drink on
in.
my birthday, guys.
Well, I
Well,
drank for you.
Thank you. Drink for me. My mom's like, "You want a beer at dinner?" I'm like, "No, Mom. I have a stream to do tonight." Yeah. I was good. Let's see. Brock Lee says, I've been subscribed since The Last Jedi. I wouldn't miss the stream for anything. Well, Brock Lee, thank you very much. Thank you for joining us and sticking around for such a long time, nearly 2 years.
It's a nice,
Thanks,
healthy
buddy.
name.
It is a great name.
Yeah,
Nice
Do
to
you think
healthy.
he's steamed after watching this trailer?
Jeez.
Self out.
Jeez. Oh man.
That was better than mine.
Todd Smith says John Campea said that he thinks the extensive reshoots are BS. Star Wars died the day George Lucas sold it. Everything afterwards is fan fiction.
Yeah.
Now the reshoots
Bad
may be
fan
done
fiction.
now. That's very plausible because we got the trailer. That's a good sign that they might be done. But what I heard from a couple different sources, the one that told me I don't think they were meaning to say that it was still filming. And what I mean is they told me that because they were all excited that they were using the same technology on Rise of Skywalker right now as they were on The Mandalorian to film it. And what it is this technology where you can see special effects in more real time and stuff like that.
Oh.
So I think they accidentally basically said that. They could have just finished this last week too. Who knows? Because Jeremy, who was in here earlier, obviously, he said, his guy at Lucasfilm said that they're done and that's bullshit. Well, of course, that's what they're gonna say if they're, whatever. But I don't know. I don't know if they're still filming or not.
Yeah, I have a source who somebody works at a theater and said that they were unaware of the tickets going on sale. According to them, it still said to be determined.
Well, I didn't know. I thought they were going on sale as soon as the trailer dropped.
Yeah, but I mean, the friend I have who works at the theater said that it didn't they didn't even know about it. They had no idea it was going to happen.
God, Commander Cody has the best Star Wars meme so far. When it's not Halloween yet, and you already see Christmas decorations in stores.
Oh shit, that's a good one.
Yeah. Keep sending them, folks. Keep sending them.
Yeah, keep sending your memes to our Twitter. We'll keep looking at them and we'll vote on one and post it Thursday.
JRG Project says the F6F Hellcat is the new X-Wing this year. Midway looks more Star Wars than Star Wars.
Jeez.
Kendo, do you know what kind of ship that is?
Kendo, are you there, buddy? Your mic's off. Are you taking a piss? What's going on, man?
Are you dead? Servant of God 777 says they're probably aiming for 75%, but won't pull it off. I would laugh if this movie. I mean, I don't honestly believe 75% is incomplete, but
that would be some shit then, man. Because then they pulled the trailer out of their ass.
Hey, well, good for them. No, Baseball Tom says, yeah, I think the shit's probably done now. The trailer's a good indicator. Wouldn't it be weird though if the trailer was like Disney put the trailer out, looked at the response, and then went with well, people are talking about this specific scene. We need to go with this ending or that ending. It's like you guys should just have committed to a film being.
Yeah, I feel like they film 6 different endings. And they're like, all right, depending on the response again on the trailers, we're gonna put in this certain ending. It seems like they do that. That's weird.
Yeah, that guy that was also the Topps comic artist said how he has looked at 6 endings himself when I guess he was working on artwork for it. So
that's crazy.
Topps cards is still a thing.
Yeah, dude, they still do those. You can get them at the dollar store.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I gotta see. Andre wants to come in just so you guys know if that's cool.
It's fine with me.
Yeah.
While you're waiting for him, Claustoric says, happy birthday, Jeff. Happy birthday, channel. Go Astros. Well, Claustoric, thank you very much for those birthday wishes. Greatly appreciated. The channel appreciates it as well. The channel turns 4 today. And Astros are cool by me because the Reds and are a shitty team.
Astros will win in 6.
Are they how is the World Series going? Who are they playing?
It starts tomorrow, and it'll be the Washington Nationals versus the Houston Astros.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to watch it when it preempts SmackDown on Friday night.
There you go. That'll be game 3.
Dr. Coffinail says, "Don't forget this December to run with Harriet."
Well, I mean, we're going to be running with Harriet in a couple of weeks, but yes, I
That's
hope
very
it's still
true.
going
Yeah,
on
we
there.
are.
When Jeremy was in here, they had a trailer for it on my TV.
Oh shit. Yeah, well, that'll be what happens Thursday. We'll talk about that a lot Thursday.
I was moved. Let's see. Lost Level 1 says, "What percent of Rogue One was reshot?" Ooh, I do not know that answer.
Oh well, I mean, a lot of it, I think, because if you remember the trailers that happened, there were like a few scenes that just didn't happen.
45.86%.
There you go, Kendo. Thank you for that. Thank you for that answer.
Always get the facts here on World Class Bullshit.
Yep, just the facts, man.
Right. Bullshit facts.
I don't know, but Rogue One is the best thing Disney put out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, after the crushing disappointment that was The Force Awakens, seeing Rogue One excited me. But as time has gone by, I like the film less, but I don't think it's a bad movie. If you go back and listen to my review, it was very happy and very high praise, but I have changed my stance because there are some slow parts, but there are some really cool parts too. So it's not, I don't shit on it because I all of a sudden dislike it. It's just, I don't know. I was really excited the first time I saw it. By the way, Kendo, do you know what an F6F Hellcat is?
Yeah, it's an old-timey plane, I believe.
Okay, because our friend JRG Projects commented on it in a super chat, and I didn't know what it was, and I didn't want to leave him hanging.
Yeah, it was if I remember correctly, the Hellcat was one of our answers in the Pacific to dealing with the Japanese fighters, because the one thing that we were dealing with in the Pacific that we couldn't keep up with was the speed and maneuverability of the Zero. And so the Hellcat and to an extent, I think the Corsair was the answer to it, because we needed planes we could launch off of carriers. And so there's a little history for you. We didn't have Mustangs or anything, I don't think, out in the Pacific. We were using those mostly in Europe to deal with the German Messerschmitts that were very fast and heavily armed.
You know who has Mustangs, right? The space horses in this film.
No. Yes. I was going to say Ford, but there's a Sport out there. That's where they got them. They got them at the Sport dealership.
You know what would make me love this movie is if during the final charge, there was a Ford Mustang that rolled up and John Cena drove it, just like at WrestleMania 23.
And everyone's like, "Who's that? They can't see me."
Yeah, I was going to say, how would you be able to tell who was driving the car, Jeff?
Oh my God, Bear's driving.
That's right. How can that be? Car full of midgets.
CVV says Disney Star Wars totally subverted our expectations. It was a comedy all along.
I mean, I laughed at it a lot, but not for the good reasons.
All right, Murray. I need to watch that movie again.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Tito Torres, thank you very much. He says, "Happy birthday to you, Jeff, and to the channel." And he gives us some party favors. Thanks, you,
buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I should have taken a shot for every one of these.
Oh, God.
It would only been 2 shots so far. And Paul 3 says, Ray's parentage, what are the odds that she will be a Skywalker Palpatine? Skywalker. If that's her last name, I will eat my Wayne's World hat on camera.
I want so many things to happen.
I would say odds that she's a Palpatine, I'll give you 3-1. Odds that she's a Skywalker, I'll give you 5-2. No, 3-2.
Damn, man.
Let's see. Darth Tico says, "Happy birthday, Jeff. Party boob." Thank you, Darth Tico. Much appreciated, my friend. Just Laugh and Honk Your Nose says, "Declare the last 2 films non-canon and then announce the new films based on the old EU or Lucas outlines. Maybe then, but they still don't deserve our money." Now, the Lucas outline involved the wills, which was like the little microscopic organisms. I don't like that concept. Do you guys?
No. Doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to think. Yes, if you would have done episode 7 in 1999 with the original characters, the original actors, I think that would have been much better than the prequels, but
duh.
Just went the way he went.
Could have been so much better if we would have done that.
It could have been. That's the best game of Star Wars. What could have been?
Yeah, because now, so we had already had the sequel trilogy, and it would have been the new generation, and then we could do a prequel trilogy. Now Disney could do it, and they'd have the parameters they'd have to work within. Of here's where the story was at. Here's where you have to get it to, and it'd be less fucking up probably because they would know where they would know they wouldn't have a definite starting position, but they would know where they have to get it to, and I think they'd be able to work better with that because. Instead, they started with episode 7. It's like, you can go anywhere you want. And they did, right into the shithole.
I feel like if they would have gone, or if Lucas would have gone that route back in 99, people probably wouldn't have shit on the movies as much. Therefore, Lucas wouldn't have been burnt out. And therefore, he would have never sold to Disney.
It's very possible.
Let's see. Marcelo Min says, what's going to be of us once the whole thing is said and done? How is the Menace going to have fun? Well, this trailer came out, but I guess this comment was released before the trailer. I think we'll have plenty of fun for the coming future at the expense of the movie.
Plus, the way our channel operates, we have to have Star Wars to keep going.
Yeah, actually, our most successful content is Captain Marvel.
That's right.
That's true.
And we're getting more of that shit.
Yeah. It's
are we? Because I haven't heard a part 2 announced yet. So
I just meant more MCU.
Oh yeah. God.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you guys are a Star Wars channel. Yes, we do talk about Star Wars, but my God, Captain Marvel, 2 million. Thank you very much. Any word on Andre?
He's trying to get in. He said something. It might be something's blocking him, like his virus protection or something like that.
Oh yeah. That happens.
Yeah.
It's been popping up with me the last. It's popped up like 3 or 4 times with me. But just I don't know. Turn it off or disable it for a little bit. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Nah.
Dustin Rogers says, the only thing that can save this trailer for me is Darth Jar Jar Binks. I just want more ridiculous. At least then I can laugh.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too, man. I want time travel. I want jars and heads. I want Tommy Wiseau. I want dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Jars and heads would be awesome. Like the ghost of Richard Nixon is secretly the Emperor's boss.
Dude, come on. That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
I am not a Sith. That'd be amazing.
Just throw everything at this and just let it be. I mean, we already have space horses.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous.
We have Frozen Cloud City, which is weird.
Yeah. I can't wait. I was gonna have a Star Wars toy video this week. I think I'm just gonna be.
Yeah, we have 2 vaporized Death Stars that have somehow those pieces have survived. So cool. Yeah, so a lot of weird shit's been happening.
Yeah, way to undo what Lando Calrissian achieved.
Yeah.
Well, I was having this conversation. Oh, there's Andre.
Hey, greetings, everyone.
Hey, man.
Hello. This is a surreal moment for me.
Well, also awesome. Thank you, I guess, for me as well. Glad to finally join you guys.
Yeah, I just usually hear you on my phone and listening to what you got to say, and now I can talk back.
Well, finally, it's a new day for everything. For Star Wars Underestimate.
it's a new day for something.
Yeah.
So, Andre, what'd you think of this trailer?
I was thoroughly underwhelmed. And I say that as someone who, as you probably know, I'm not that huge a fan of Star Wars to begin with. But still, I was expecting something more. I was expecting some kind of mind-blowing moment. Some kind of, like in the previous trailer, where we had Emperor Palpatine show up and towards the end there, I was expecting something like that, some kind of revelation. Instead, this felt more like a teaser trailer than a final trailer.
I can see that.
And I thought that was pretty disappointing.
We're probably going to get the final, extra final trailer like Thanksgiving or something.
Probably.
It would be a final trailer.
But still, to me, this was really disappointing.
Oh, yeah.
What were some elements that disappointed you? Anything stand out that you were just kind of like,
No, not really, because everything was just so mundane, so platt, so boring, so safe, so meh. The whole thing, nothing stood out. Nothing stood out as cool. Nothing stood out as special. Everything was just kind of like there.
Yeah, there were just some elements that pissed us off. I mean, the chat already knows, but the Death Star, the throne room of the Death Star being intact.
Yeah, that's one thing I did notice, that it looked like Death Star being raised from water or something along those lines.
Yeah, that's what I was
there
saying.
have
It
been
was-
some leaks. I
it
was
was
like
dripping
thinking, oh
wet,
yeah,
yeah.
there we go.
That's exactly what I was thinking too. And then I seen it's all dripping wet. It's like, well, it looks like those two just raised it, or she did, or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but it should be gone. That's the point I'm trying to make.
No, I get it. I
Completely
totally agree with you. It's like it should be. Well, first of all,
It was
whatever
obliterated.
pieces would have landed in the atmosphere when they got burnt up on as they were coming in, so they'd been just like charred up anyway. And
Yeah, but you're thinking science fiction now. That's
yeah, I know.
Trek.
Well, it's the same thing with like why Bespin is. You guys are pretty sure that's Bespin that's frozen, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because this goes back to The Force Awakens as to how the heck could anybody get Luke's lightsaber when Bespin's a gas giant or whatever, to where if anything that touches the surface is going to be crushed.
Well, I would like to point
So
out.
maybe they had to freeze the planet just so they could get the lightsaber off it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it was. They froze it just to find the lightsaber.
I would just like to say to your guys' points. There's one thing they've proven in this is they don't really actually understand how space works, nor do they care.
Well, and George, to his credit, he's always been one of those that's been more, more science fantasy than science fiction. Because even if you watch like the making of the prequels, he talks, one of the few times you actually have somebody say something to him that contradicts anything he's doing is where they tell him, Yoda's cloak wouldn't flow like that. And he's like, well, yeah, but that it looks cooler that way. It's more, artistically correct than it is scientifically correct or something like that. He says, yeah.
I have to take offense to your usage of the term science fantasy. Skip the science part, then we'll be on the same page.
Okay, well,
it is
there you
Star Wars. It's pure fantasy.
It
There's
is
no science
fantasy,
fiction
but
here.
it's because it's in that.
Yeah, it's
kind of-
because it's in space, but it's still
Yeah.
fantasy. There's absolutely no science fiction aspect to that. Of course, you can try to apply some after the fact to try to justify
See what I
it.
have to deal with, guys?
But yeah, it's the Germanic efficiency.
No, I always listen
I
up
was
when
gonna say,
Andre talks. Though.
But yeah, no, we get
fight
that
broke out.
very much of that here. I think that it's very much fantasy, and of course science. That's all out the window. So I'm not really looking for that to begin with, but I am looking for something that is going to make me interested in seeing the movie, and that I did not find here.
Yeah. And it's funny too, everyone that listens to this channel from the outside will think, oh, you guys were going to hate it no matter what. No, I mean, we always tell you, if we like something, we'll tell you we like it no matter if it pisses you off. We all thought Justice League was just fine. Nobody hates it, but nobody would rank it their favorite DC movie either. It's just like, I thought it would be worse. I think that's the nicest compliment I can give it. And I've seen worse. DVS, Suicide Squad.
Case in point, I'm very happy to admit that the Last Jedi trailer actually made me interested in seeing the movie. I thought that The Last Jedi had better trailers than this did.
People in the chat keep posting Doomcock is crying like a child. Where? Like, I went to his channel. He's not even live streaming. Is he mad?
Well, maybe on Twitter.
Or maybe on Twitter. I'll look it up. No, but Audrey, I remember a couple years ago, I said this at the beginning of the stream, like, I saw the trailer for The Last Jedi and I went, this is like Empire. This is like Return of the Jedi. There's something about Star Wars, maybe because I've watched it way too much. And people were like, oh, how much is too much Star Wars? I'm talking like, watch the tape, rewind it, watch the tape, rewind it, read the books, study it like it's important, which it wasn't as a kid, like for school academic wise. But I get these like feelings from these trailers, and I've been proven right the last 2 times. And that's why when I saw this one, I was just like, yeah, I can't get too excited about this one. It would be nice to walk out of the theater happy, but realistically, what can we expect that it's going to do that and fix this whole thing?
The point that I at least made in an editorial published just like minutes ago is that I don't think there's anything that can be done to fix this, because the audience is too fractured and the audience has different expectations. Like you guys that grew up with it, you have one set of expectations. There's something that you want. There are things that could fix it for you. Like if the whole thing was a dream, for instance, or say Thanos comes in with the Infinity Gauntlet and undoes everything, restart everything from episode 7, or one of the Wills came in and says that, sorry, someone was drunk on the job and messed up those 2 chapters. We're going to have to redo them. then yeah, that would fix it for a lot of people. But it's not going to fix it for those that actually did enjoy The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, and there are some of those as well. That's kind of like my point, that the fan base is too fractured now. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to fix it for everyone.
Well, that's the problem. You're
The
stuck.
thing would totally save the franchise for me.
Sorry, what was that?
I said the Thanos thing would totally save the franchise for me. That would just
Yeah,
be,
man, I agree.
I would
with
be
you.
like, holy shit, this is great. Although, I mean, come on, man, space horses. Space horses.
Well, that's the
That's the
problem.
saving grace.
Well, that's the problem, though, is you have Luke's dead, Carrie Fisher's dead in real life. You know, I mean, you've already killed Han Solo 2 movies ago. What do you have left? And they're pulling every last thing they can out of their butts at this point. You know, you can see that with Lando and yeah, we actually got a shot of R2D2 though. I was kind of surprised about that.
Same here.
Considering they've sidelined him so much. But did anybody else feel the same way I did, that the tone of this, in a sense of like the cinematography and everything like that, felt completely different from the first two films?
I had the thought when they were in that hut, C-3PO's rewiring. I was like, "What? This just." I don't know. When people say it doesn't look like it, it doesn't feel like it. I had that. That's the feeling I had when I saw him in that rewiring his brain scene.
Yeah, are they hooking up to the network or something? Is that what's happening?
I think they're rewiring because he got like, wasn't he supposed to like, was it break down an Imperial code or something?
Yeah, it's an Imperial code, and then there's the other leak is that he's broadcasting Luke Skywalker's story.
Yeah, but isn't it?
What the hell, really?
But dude, C-3PO could interpret the Imperial code in The Empire Strikes Back by just standing there. Remember? He's like, "Oh, that's by the Empire." It's like, "Oh, okay," because you're fluent over 6 million forms of communication.
Yeah.
Doesn't he talk to the Death Star in the first movie anyway?
R2D2 does.
Oh, R2D2 does. Yeah, that's right.
Because he listens to what R2 says. But like,
well, then why not just hook R2 up?
There you go. There you go.
You got to do the whole "my friends" line to pull up people's emotions. You know, fuckers are going to be crying. "Oh my god, he says they're their friends and all this shit." And humanity, it's like, guys, C-3PO is a tool to these people.
I was gonna say, well, not only that, it's completely out of character for 3PO.
Yes,
it is.
This is just more of the stuff I hate. Like, if it's a character that exists already, write them to character. You know, you're kind of, if you're going to come in and buy a franchise that people like, you're kind of bound to continue what people like, or at least make the things what people like represent the things they like, and then make your own version of other things. But, you know.
Have to be a little bit fair to Disney, though, because that was actually their intention. That's the reason why George Lucas was so dissatisfied with The Force Awakens, because he wanted them to take things in a new direction in accordance with his outlines. But instead, they retread too much of old familiar ground because they wanted to, well, basically appeal to the existing fans. And they still managed to fail at it.
It's impressive.
You know, The Last Jedi is to blame. Because, I mean, anybody, even if you don't like The Force Awakens, you can at least look at it and go, well, they can do something with this. You know, they didn't ruin Luke yet. You know, Han's gone, but there was at least story beats there that could have been picked up. And I mean, regardless of how we felt about it, if they would have just stuck with the original ideas, I don't think we'd be in this place, because The Last Jedi is really everything. I mean, you guys know I'm preaching to the choir here, that was the movie that really was the pinnacle of this whole entire thing. And that's the reason Solo flopped. And I was surprised. It was Solo flopping that really made me realize, holy crap, the fans have spoken. This has really gone downhill faster than I could have ever anticipated. Because if you would have told me even the day that Solo opened that it was going to flop, I would have laughed at you. Because there's no way. It's a Star Wars movie. It's going to take a few more bombs for this to happen. Because, you know, as Andre will say when everybody asks, you know, how about comic book movies? When is Marvel going to falter? When are they going to, you know, even Captain Marvel is not bad enough to kill Marvel. It's going to take a few. But if it just took one movie to kill Star Wars, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think everybody was with you as well. Like they saw it's like, oh, Star Wars is going to be good, it's going to make money. But as soon as it didn't, people just kind of thought, yep, they messed up, and they're not immune to, you know, to criticism and to people, you know, not liking their stuff, and they can't just bank on normies coming in and watching this and enjoying it. They just can't do that.
No, and that was the thing with they want to blame it on the time they released it. Star Wars is always released in the summer, except for the new trilogy and the new films. So that doesn't make sense. And then they tried to blame the competition. There was no real competition. Everything it went up against didn't do well either. So that's another bunch of horse crap, if you ask me. Because what did it have for the Pirates of the Caribbean movie that didn't do that well? That's what it had for competition. So Disney was competing with themselves.
Deadpool 2.
And that was was that right around the same time, or I thought it was
it was a couple of weeks.
I was gonna say that had a couple of weeks already.
Yeah, there was a couple of weeks of clearance there. Plus, it was R-rated, but still very similar audience.
Well, what about
even so? Wouldn't have mattered. What about what?
What about the next Jumanji movie? It comes out the week before this. The last one made almost $1 billion, right? Or did make $1 billion. So I mean, it kind of has a built-in audience, and you have The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack
and it
Black.
looks and it looks even better than the previous one they did, and it looks hilarious.
So, do we think that could hurt this at all?
I don't think it can hurt it in its opening weekend, but I think it really can do a dent in week number 2, depending on how well the movie actually does with audiences. If audiences respond to the movie, then it's going to hold fairly decent in week 2. But if they don't, everyone is going to go see Star Wars in the first weekend anyway. That's going to happen. But week 2, when the drop starts coming, with Jumanji being there, that can do some real damage.
Well, isn't that kind of what happened to Last Jedi? Last Jedi opened strong, but then Jumanji kept pushing it and pushing it and pushing it as it went along, and it was like Jumanji was doing better at one point there than Last Jedi was, basically.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same thing again now, only worse, I think, because now you have like the fatigue of the past few movies with now both Solo and The Last Jedi, whereas Jumanji, that comes from a strong movie. So unless they mess up the next Jumanji, that's too early to say, but let's just assume that movie is fun as well, and then you have a mediocre Star Wars movie. That's going to hurt in Star Wars second weekend.
Well, I'm hoping that Jumanji's good because the last one surprised me. Honestly, I thought it would suck. I was like, oh, Jumanji's, over 20 years old at this point. You can't do anything with it. They proved me wrong, and that was one of my favorite movies that year.
Oh, yeah, I did. I bought it as soon as it came out on Blu-ray. It was a lot of fun. And I'm hope that this one, the new one looks promising as well, but we'll see.
We will.
We were so ready to write that first movie off at Midnight's Edge. We were like almost going and preparing for its doom, but boy, they had some good features going on there, and they actually pulled it off. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Yeah, they even had a wonderful callback to the Robin Williams movie as well. So I was just like, all right, good. Yeah, I like it.
So, let me read a couple more super chats. We got, where was I? Shit. Okay. Kendo asked how big Batista's dick was. Thank you, Kendo.
I think that's where we left off. Yeah.
Let's see. Epic Case Breaks. Thank you very much for your super chat. Orville Nation says, will you guys review Orville season 3? Regards, PJ. I like the Orville. I'm trying to catch up with Jesse, so when I'm with her, we're gonna watch more of the show. Do you guys know when season 3 drops?
I don't know. Let me check.
Of which show?
The Orville.
I don't know yet, but they're filming. That's all I know.
Did the Orville get switched to Hulu as opposed to?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's good then.
But I guess I don't know if they got a little bit more money. I thought I heard, and they get to stretch the episodes as long as they want. And
okay, what you're saying is I'm all with what you're saying right now. That sounds wonderful.
And even Seth MacFarlane had hinted that they can go a little bit more risque and stuff too. I doubt they'll go full on, R-rated or anything, but they'll keep it within the confines of what they've done so far.
Yeah, and I mean, it's
stretch a little farther.
Yeah, and I mean the show is wonderful. Like the first 2 seasons are great, and they established themselves like they're kind of a Star Trek thing, but they have their own fun as well. And I mean, it was really, really good, and I've really enjoyed it. So I'm on board for season 3, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah, the chat says it's coming out next year.
Yeah, I'd say early next year, probably.
Well, I'll try to.
Well, Larry says fall, but okay.
Hopefully it's fall because there'll be plenty of time to catch up on the Orville.
Yeah, dude, it's a great show.
Well, I just watched Firefly, so it's like I'm catching up on old sci-fi TV.
Yeah,
even though the Orville's not old. Deadeye313 says, for all the hate, we still wait with bated breath for Star Wars trailers. What does that say about us?
We want to have hope. That goes right into the eye of some of the people that don't like us. But we don't hope for bad movies. We want to be. I wasn't on board for a Joker movie until I saw it.
Yeah, I was entirely against it. I didn't think it was going to be good, and I watched it and I was like, this is really good.
I would say that
our channel stance was against it, and then the trailer came out, and we're like, okay, this could be very good.
Yeah. As for that in general, I would say that all of us who are critical of something, we do it from a point of love. Like, for instance, we aren't too kind on Star Trek. That's because we love Star Trek. We want it to do better. And that's the same with you guys and Star Wars and us and Ghostbusters and what have you not. Generally, when we're critical, is because we know that these properties, they can do better and they need to be held to higher standards than what they're getting. So it's tough love.
That is the best description of what we do here, I swear.
Yeah, we're critical of the things we love because we don't want them to become things that we hate.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I'll tell that to people all the time when they say, "Oh, you're not a fan." It's like, what do you mean I'm not a fan? I'm a fan just because I don't want to eat a turd that has Star Wars written on it. Is that what you're telling me? No, because I have standards. Is that your problem? Just because I'm not going to take anything they throw at me, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm not a fan. That just means I'm disappointed. Because trust me, if I'm not a fan of something, I'm not going to spend my time on it. Even Andre knows that when we've talked about things like, stories and stuff we're going to write, I'll tell him flat out, I have no frame of reference on it, and he'll say the same thing on certain things. It's because we just don't have any, so we're not going to waste our time on something we have, no investment in whatsoever. It makes absolutely no sense. So a lot of those arguments are just nothing but plain BS.
Case in point, everything we don't cover, and that is quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lot of stuff we'd love to cover. We just don't have time to, too. But
yeah, that too. But yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to cover James Bond stuff, but nobody cares. So
right.
Yeah.
There's a perfect example because I'm not really into Bond, but Rob is the voice of Midnight's Edge.
That was so funny when we did our Bond videos, and me and Rob, we wrote them between us and we gave them to Tom to edit, and he was like, "What the hell does any of this mean?" That was pretty cool, actually.
He had to kind of walk me through some of the stuff just so I made sure I had the right stuff in the editing, so I wasn't like putting the wrong, because for the most part you can Google certain things, but if you don't know a specific character or scene they want, then you gotta ask. There's Robot Shlomo in the chat right there. He heard Bond and he
yeah. Kendo, we need to get back to our Bond commentaries, by the way.
I agree. We should do that. Which one are we on?
Living Daylights.
I got some time off coming up.
You might just have to tell Trent. Sorry, dude.
I like the music in the Living Daylights from my countrymen.
I like that whole soundtrack. It's one of John Barry's best. Go ahead.
I was just I'll get with you on that one because I've got a mini vacation coming up at the end of the month, so we can maybe crank some stuff out during like those 4 days.
Cool. Dr. Coffin says, underachiever Bond, a small part of the world is quite sufficient. By the way, I didn't start talking about James Bond and then read the super chat intentionally, so sorry. Master Clockwork says, hello, my massives. Hello, EFAT member or fam. L Argo 30 says, Mark Hamill says, abort it. Yikes. Has he seen this trailer?
I don't know. Let me check his Twitter. He's probably shitting on some politician now.
The Grand Inquisitor says it's over 1,000 likes. Good morning, pop culture tomorrow. That's for the High Council, but I'll see if I can make that offer. I just got to get some sleep. But it looks like I'm going to be up tonight making a trailer reaction video. So I don't want to do what I did a few weeks ago and was up for like 3 days straight. It wasn't good.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah, no. Screwby Steak says, I could write fun stuff or I could watch this. Well, Screwby Steak, I hope you enjoyed us. Rhino4563 says, no chills. Nothing at all. Dietrich Garbo says, okay, that play-by-play was worth it in regards to Kendo's.
Yeah, well, I'm here to entertain.
Did you guys see they released a new poster too?
I did actually. One of my friends that's like a huge Star Wars nut. It's like, oh my god, this poster's beautiful. I'm just like, well, dude, don't ever watch my YouTube channel.
You will not like what we have to say.
The Lost Jedi 22 says zero feeling. Episode 9. The Force is null. Yeah, I don't have any feeling either for it, man.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got Deadeye 313 that says that one shot. All the goddamn ships.
A lot of ships. A lot of ships.
There were a lot of ships. It almost was too dense. The scene's
Too
just
busy.
Just too many ships. Just too many ships.
It's like poetry. It rhymes. Juan Morales says, anytime there's epic space fight now, just suicide. That seems to be the case in Star Wars. I mean, in Return of the Jedi, did that guy intentionally crash into the ship, or did he get shot? And then
He gets shot because he starts to spiral out of control, and he just so happens they hit the bridge of that Star Destroyer.
Yeah, it's been like 3 days since I've watched Return of the Jedi. My mind's a little foggy. American Trent 007 says, a couple birthday bucks for Jeff. Bad trailer. Bad. Well, Trent, be good and get yourself available for the Living Daylights commentary to cash in on your Patreon.
Yeah, there you go, urban cowboy.
PP Storm says, Jesus, I didn't think they'd bring back space horses.
Yeah. Well, the last one were like hybrid horse bunny things.
Yeah, it was weird.
Well, they're still ugly.
Yes.
PP Storm, we just read that one. I just wanted to read your name again. Kevin Smith's Fat says, girls like horses. That's a true statement.
I think you mean ponies.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Not a pony. Commander Pluto says, wait, so that's the final trailer? That sucked.
Yeah, that's what they gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Guy the Fist just gave $1. Thank you very much. Dr. Ian Malcolm says, hang on. This is going to be bad.
He is correct.
CH says, Poe Dameron has an awesome scarf. I want one. Well, CH, for the low price of $99.99, I will get you an unofficial Poe Dameron scarf knit by my mother.
Your mom needs to open up an Etsy store right now.
Yeah, Poe scarves.
That's a great business idea right there.
That's actually really good. She can probably make some serious money.
Yeah.
Angry Mechanic says, Jeff, how many Toys R Us have you been to in your life? Oh, God.
None recently.
None recently, over a year. Let's see. I've been to, oh, God. I could probably figure out a number if let's just say 15, maybe. There were quite a few in my area. So when I would make all those videos, I could drive 5 minutes from my house to get to a Toys R Us. That was the one that broke my heart when it closed. I was like, no. But quite a few, Angry Mechanic. Never out of the country for Toys R Us. But maybe if we're ever in Canada, guys, we'll go to Toys R Us just for the hell of it.
That'd be awesome.
I do like Canada.
I do like Toys R Us. The Evangelist says, that trailer wasn't even worth making content for me. Well, it's got a lot of stuff when you break it down, but, you know. Scott Hudson says, if episode 9 is an unfixable cluster F, maybe Disney will go full Clue and release 6 different cuts randomly in theaters.
No, it'll be something that's on the UHD, Blu-ray or whatever when they release it.
Yeah, they're not clever enough to pull the Clue thing.
No.
They should have been, but I don't think so. I don't think we'll ever see any alternate endings either. I think they're just going to pick one, and that's the one they're going to go for. And the rest, I don't think we're going to see, because that would be admitting to how much problems they actually had.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, yeah.
I just hope the way they pick the ending is like they just randomly like blindfold Kathleen Kennedy and let her throw a dart at a board, and then that's the ending. Like I want that. I want that to be the process.
So I got a question for you guys because I watched the Midnight's Edge video the other day. What's next for Star Wars?
The grave.
Well, we already know we're getting a Obi-Wan series or whatever, mini-series. And Kevin Feige's movie, and then whatever the Game of Thrones guys come up with, if they even have them do anything.
Yeah,
Johnson trilogy.
Yeah, but to say,
Yeah, that Ryan Johnson trilogy.
What I think is that the Ryan Johnson trilogy, that ain't happening. There was no room for it on the schedule. Of course, you can squeeze it in, but I don't think it's going to happen. The trilogy that we have right now, because as it is, we know that there are slated release dates for, was it 2022, and then every other year after that for the next 6 years, interspaced in between Avatar movies. So we know that we have room for 3 more Star Wars movies, and they're coming, regardless of what this one does. They have invested too much into Star Wars for it to fail. But I'm not convinced we're going to get the Benioff and Weiss trilogy. I think that sometime between now and next 2 years, we're going to learn that they have dropped out, and we're getting a Kevin Feige trilogy instead. I think that's what's going to be next for Star Wars on the big screen. On Disney Plus, of course, we'll get plenty of things. We have The Mandalorian, obviously. We have this Cassian Andor series that personally I don't understand why anyone would be excited about. And then we have this Obi-Wan project. Now, that's something that I'm actually excited about. So I think there's going to be plenty Star Wars to come. But will it be as popular as it has been up until now? Or will it be just another high-profile franchise like Pirates of the Caribbean? I think we might be moving into that future, where Star Wars is just another brand.
I think it's going to go to where Star Wars has become Terminator, where the good days are behind it. We have too many bad movies in a row to trust. And then it, like you said, it becomes like a brand where it's, they put out stuff, people remember it, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What was I going to say? I think the only reason a Cassian Andor show will exist is to sell you more stuff in the original trilogy era. Just straight up, like, people will, when there are stormtroopers and Darth Vader's running around out there, people are going to come back because it's the old stuff that will always run back.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that completely with the assessment. What I don't understand is why Cassian Andor, why have him as a focal point? Imagine if they were to do, for instance, a Darth Vader series. Like the best that they have in the comics right now are the Darth Vader series, at least from what I've read. Why wouldn't they do that in live action instead of giving us Cassian Andor of all characters? What was so special about him?
I can tell you, but I'll probably get in trouble for saying it. But anyway, no, I said that same thing before too, is that why aren't we getting like stuff we want? I don't understand this. Why we keep getting, what's next? They're just going to spin a wheel and, whatever random character comes up, we're going to get that series instead of somebody we actually want. And it's mainly, I think, because Disney knows that they can just slap Star Wars on something, and no matter what it is, people will watch it as far as they know.
Yeah,
and
but
they don't have to spend the money on, other things. That's just it. It'll take time. Thanks, Rob. That's what I was trying not to say. He has to say it in the chat.
Does Rob want to join in?
He should have the link. I think I sent it to the group chat.
And he's more than welcome to.
Yeah, come on in, Rob, if you get that link. Yeah.
A Watto TV series.
Yeah, that's what's next. Seriously, like what is really, like, first of all, Cassian Andor, we know what happens to him. We've seen the most exciting part of his life, I'm sure.
Look, the only thing I'm waiting for is the mouse droid show. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. Okay.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I want the mouse droid like going in and out of people's feet and just having a camera on top of it and just like, it sees weird stuff as it goes by.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, especially if you dip into older movies and stuff. Like you can see it from the mouse droid's point of view. Other things that have happened in the past. That would be kind of funny, maybe.
Oh yeah, and then like the Death Star explodes and it's just floating out in space randomly. It's still broadcasting, it's still live streaming or whatever. It's like, yep, I'm out here. It's been 30 years.
I want the Real Housewives of Tatooine. Tuscan.
There we go. There we go. There's an idea.
That bitch is crazy. She don't.
There is actually one related thing to Cassian Andor that I'd watch the hell out of if they made that. Because in Rogue One, there was one character that stood out to me as cool. The Satoichi guy. Like that Satoichi ripoff. Make a series with him. I'd watch that.
Oh, the blind guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those two guys, dude, that'd be awesome to see a show of
I'd
them.
watch a cheer
Right?
TV show.
Yeah, man, of how their story got started. Yeah, give me some of that.
Well, isn't he like the protector of the wills or whatever? Didn't he say something like that?
Think because he's not really a Jedi, but he believes in the Force.
Yeah, he like protects. I think he said something about I'm the protector of the will of the Force or something like that. So he'd be connected with the wills, I believe. But I can't
would
remember.
he not be a great character to do a spin-off series on? And if you've seen the Satoichi movies, because like this guy, he's like, the character is obviously a ripoff of Satoichi, the blind swordsman. And those movies are pretty awesome. For those who haven't seen them, check them out. They're brilliant. And if you could do something like that within the confines of the Star Wars universe, why wouldn't you?
No clue whatsoever. I just always get confused at the choices they make.
Well, there may be something to that report we did about them having to pay extra money to George Lucas if they use characters like that too. That's very plausible. Maybe that's why he's rumored to be so close to the Obi-Wan project, because that's how we learned about it to begin with. Was he was out scouting locations, and what's his face over there? What's his name?
Boris Johnson.
Boris Johnson blurted it out.
The current Prime Minister of the UK. So we'll see who it is in the next week. But this week it's him.
Right, but yeah, he blurted it out that George Lucas was there scouting for the Han Solo, or did I say Han Solo? Obi-Wan Kenobi movie. I mean, sorry, dude.
Okay.
I'd said Han Solo before. I meant Obi.
I could not handle a Han Solo TV show.
No,
Well, it would just be more of the same shit we got.
Not good.
Don't think that Kathleen Kennedy probably didn't want. Remember they wanted to do like a whole trilogy of Han Solo movies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that movie. It sets up. It's like Amazing Spider-Man 2. It sets up for a whole universe of shit that you never get to see. So that's okay.
Don't you just love failed franchise starters?
There are so many of those nowadays, thanks to the Avengers. Like if you go back 10 years, everything tries to be dark and gritty, like The Dark Knight. Then the Avengers makes all that money. Everything tries to be a shared universe. It didn't work with the Dark Universe. It didn't work with Spider-Man stuff. What do you think the next trend's going to be, where a studio tries to copy it? Like every studio tries to copy it.
The Joker.
If I had to guess, yeah, exactly. Joker, Logan, trying to go dark, trying to go low budget, trying to go a little bit more gritty.
Yeah, trying to go R-rated. Yeah, that's going to hopefully be the new thing, which honestly I'm fine with. I want some R-rated content. I'm tired of this PG-13 bullshit. I don't mind it being dark and gritty as long as it's good. As long as it's like Logan and Joker, I'll be happy. So,
well, notice it was like the week after Joker came out that we got word, I think officially anyway, that Deadpool 3 was going to be R-rated.
Yeah, well, I hope they stay with that, and I hope that's actually true, and I hope that
too.
the same people that were involved in 1 and 2 are involved in that one, so we can at least make it as good as the others. So it'll be fine.
I'm sure Ryan Reynolds will fight for whatever he can. That's the best part, is we have the guy who's Deadpool, who you can't make the movie without, and he's fought for this thing for how many? Almost 20 years now. Almost, dang it. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I hope if they should can him, he just goes and does YouTube videos like every week. That'd be funny.
Not 20, but at least close to 15.
Yeah.
I'm so looking forward to the Deadpool 3 marketing campaign under Disney. How hilarious would that be?
He's already been playing with stuff. Yeah, he had something on his Twitter one day about it too. Yeah. Well, they already did the Family Guy episode where they poked fun at being bought by Disney. Did you hear about that? I didn't see it, but I guess it was on last night. And they had to. Yeah, I want to see this one because this actually sounds interesting. Like the Disney buys the show, so they have to try 3 new versions of the show to appease Disney, I guess.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my god.
Oh man.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's what I was thinking about when you were talking about these Disney alternatives, the George Lucas 25% or whatever the arbitrary number they threw out was. Hollywood contracts are weirder than we realize.
Rob's here, by the way.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, it scrolls at the bottom. I couldn't see it.
That's fine.
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
What's
it's Cuz. I was about to say, my favorite failed franchise starter was Remo Williams. That was awesome.
I love that movie.
That's a really good.
Love it.
That's a deep dive for that one.
It's on proud display in my Blu-ray collection.
Yeah. What's up, guys? First time I'm with.
It's the first time all of us are on here.
Yeah, I'm like, is the universe?
I was on the
destroy
council.
itself?
So that was on here, right?
Are we creating? Are we creating a paradox? Is the universe going to destroy itself now? I mean,
Yeah, because Star Wars is dying.
Movie. That's cool.
Well, no, I think he's
Yeah.
more so that we're supposed to hate each other, guys. So there's 3 of us now. We can fight.
you son of a man. Okay. It's like WWE
All right.
edition of World Class Bullshit.
Yeah, we had the same conversation with Jeremy the other night on our channel.
6-man tag.
He popped in. He's like, "Why do you guys hate me so much?" Or what's this rumor that you? It's like, I don't know. Somebody started the same rumor about us and world class bullshitters.
Well, don't you love that? Not true.
I guess it's because we're not on each other's channels and we don't interact. They think that we hate each other. It's like, no, we just don't have time.
It just never happened to sync up until recently.
Yeah. It's like we're all busy.
Like I don't
Exactly.
know. Yeah.
I can speak on behalf of Midnight's Edge and say that we have nothing but the highest of respect for both Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, and world-class bullshitters. I've been loving to do a team-up for ages. It's just a matter of making it happen.
Yeah.
But just don't tell Andre how much I hate him. No.
Okay.
Your secret's safe with us.
Okay. No. Okay.
No, actually, he secretly wishes he was Andre.
Yeah, 6'4" and Norwegian. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
I'm 5'7", dumpy Italian. I'm like, geez, like I got the mother load of the dominant genes on that side. Holy crap!
Oh well, we can't all be winners.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And the sad thing is, I should be pissed off about that comment, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm like, yep, okay, I'll give it.
This is how
He
internet
rolls with
rumors
it.
spread.
I know.
So yeah, you're on super chats there, Jeff. Sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. I was gonna ask Rob what he thought of the trailer.
You know what? All the stuff that from that Star Wars video that I wrote for the main channel for Midnight's Edge turned up in that trailer.
Just about, except for the baby. I said.
Yeah. Just I mean, yeah. Now we're gonna the bastard child of Raylo. That's just the circus will be complete now. I mean, it's amazing because it's. I keep waiting. I'm like, just get this over with, please, for the love of God. I never thought I'd be sick of Star Wars. When I was a little kid at 8-9 years old, sitting in that theater, I never dreamed this day would come that I would not be looking forward to a Star Wars movie. And yet, here we are. You know what movie? You know, I'm actually looking forward to Ford versus Ferrari more than Star Wars, which is
That
bizarre.
does look good. That
That
does
actually
look really
looks like a good
though.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the story about, the whole thing, Henry Ford did all that out of spite, I mean, that's even Henry Ford II. That's even better. That's an even better story. Jeez, the real life story is just as interesting. But anyway, oh God. Yeah. I'm like, it, you know what it is actually too? Everything seems like, and this is the problem I had with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Everything is now sensory overload. They throw so much on the screen at you that you can't process it all. Don't give them time to think. They might figure out it sucks. Which is, I mean, is that what we're... And you know what? Actually, the freaking Star Destroyer coming out of the ocean. Didn't we see that into Star Trek Into Darkness?
Yep.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
J.J. Abrams is ripping off himself.
I think Robert Meyer Burnett's pointed out before he loves sticking spaceships on the ground and in the water, anywhere they're not supposed to be.
Yeah, up his ass, whatever.
Yeah. JJ, where's the
water?
Yeah. Where's this X-wing been?
It smells like shit.
No, but did any moments in the trailer stick out to you where you just like, geez, this is dumb? Like, give me one or two specifics.
Well, the only thing it's when I watched it again, the only thing, like I said, just the things that stuck out with me was, Kerry Russell is a very attractive woman. Why do you put her behind a mask? That's what I want to know. So you can have that moment where she takes off the mask and takes off the helmet and all the hair just kind of falls and that, it's like a shampoo commercial. Probably.
I guess. I mean, maybe they really like to show Felicity.
Yeah. Well, she turns up a lot in a lot of J.J. Abrams, Alex Kurtzman joints. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. I try not to watch too much J.J. Abrams content. It bothers me.
Well, she's been in the Mission Impossible movies. She was on Felicity.
You'd be surprised where he's got his fingers and what pies, man. He's everywhere.
He'll be running DC next.
He's gonna be.
Oh, don't say that. The DC's doing decent.
We're
like,
serious. We're not
Okay,
kidding.
fine. I won't say it, but
He's
still
gonna.
will.
And I said actually, I said at some point, I guarantee he takes a run at Green Lantern. And sure enough, yeah, that was one of the first things we read was that he's gonna probably be working on Green Lantern next. I'm like, you mother effer. I'm like, no, please. I like Green Lantern. Granted, Ethan's probably gonna make a lot of money from the stuff they're gonna use on screen of his.
Yeah.
But you're gonna F that up now too?
Yeah, DC was doing so good. So good.
Yeah, Joker was great. I want more of that, not more of the DCEU crap we were getting a couple years ago.
Joker's like a fluke. That's the thing everybody's got to remember is like, I don't think even Warner Brothers expected it to be as big of a hit as it was. Or they probably wouldn't have went PG. They probably would have went PG-13 if they thought it was going to do that kind of money. Anyway, what
Yeah,
you
well,
say,
I mean,
Andre?
they're also
You know
Sorry.
the
Yeah, they're
problem
also
with DC is why there's no consistency? Because there's a revolving door in the executives behind.
I was just
going
to get to that,
actually
yeah.
make the decision of what's going to happen on screen. And right now, in this moment, we are on basically the third showrunner of the DC universe with Walter Hamada, and he's the guy who greenlit Joker. And with the success like that, you'd imagine that he'd want to greenlight more. But then comes J.J. Abrams, and what is Hamada's role going to be after that? Will J.J. be interested in anything like the Joker? Because that's not his MO. When he's in charge of the DC universe, then what's going to happen?
Mystery box.
Well, you got to think with the title of highest grossing R-rated film, and what are they at, over $700 million already?
Yeah.
You got to think that's going to be a hard sell for DC to just roll over because of name recognition. Because J.J. Abrams movies do make money, but the Star Wars ones, and look at, he just deals with stuff that's already established for the most part. All of his big stuff. So I just don't think his name's going to bring anything to, like, he's doing a Spider-Man comic with his son, and that comic was outsold by something independent or something weird like that. So
Good.
his name holds weight. I'm not going to act like it doesn't, but I don't think DC's going to make a good decision by giving him free reign. That it's not going to save them against Marvel. They're doing the right thing already against Marvel.
Oh yeah, but that's not the way they see it. We all got to remember they live in their little bubble. And this is the guy who's made the Star Wars movies that made money and made the Star Trek movies that made money. You know, regardless of how bad they were, those were the ones that made money, and everybody supposedly liked The Force Awakens. So, yeah, he went over and got a sweetheart deal at Warner Brothers, and that's what he wanted. He wanted someplace where he could have free reign to take over some kind of franchise or franchises and go to town. That's what he wants. He wants cross-pollination. That's what he didn't get with Star Wars. That's what he didn't get with Star Trek. But now I'm sure he'll get it with, because they'll probably just hand it over to him.
That was like one of the big things about Star Trek. And he wanted all merchandise from the original series taken off the market, taken off of store shelves and everything because of the brand confusion. And CBS told them essentially, go to hell. We make $20 million a year on this.
Yeah, I saw your video on that, and you know, I don't really buy a lot of Star Trek stuff, but I did buy old Captain Kirk figures. So I mean, there's a market for it still, because the iconography of that.
And that's why I can buy this whole thing where if JJ comes up with a character, he gets a percentage of it, or if they use one of George's classic characters, he gets a payout on it. And I talked a little bit about this with EBS, and he understood what I meant when I was like, it's probably one of those situations where even though he sold Star Wars and he owns more stock in Disney than any other living person, or other than, corporations or whatever, he it makes more sense that he would get some kind of residuals because he created those characters.
Tom,
regardless.
Tom, why don't you ask George himself? George, do you get any residuals from that?
I get lots of money. I got money.
Yeah.
Want to buy a doll?
Did you guys see that the new stuff's already getting clearanced out?
The brand new stuff?
One of my listeners sent me pictures of it.
Oh God.
That's
went-
wonderful.
I
That's
went-
great.
And I
The
went
stuff
out
from Forced Friday or whatever recently.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a couple pictures.
Oh,
from a
dude.
friend.
Apparently, Force Friday that happens in Atlanta here. Like every year, there was there's been like an event thing for it. This last year, there was nothing done in the entire state for it at all. It was weird.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a
lot
wall.
less shelf space.
You know, there's a Walmart like right down the street from me, and I go in there, and I do make a point to go by the toy aisle, and the Star Wars section is getting smaller and smaller and
Oh, yeah.
smaller
Oh, yeah.
and smaller. You know, it's just amazing that the dearth of Star Wars merchandise that's on the shelves. You know, and the Marvel stuff's expanding. You know, I bought a Sentry figure for the Marvel Legends series, which is actually really cool. I'm like, cool, and you know, Sentry, you know. Robert Reynolds. I love the backstory. You know, he's his own worst enemy, the Void. But
yeah, I used to read New Avengers. I know him.
oh yeah. But my buddy Jake said if Marvel wants to stick it to Warner Brothers and DC, let them make a Sentry movie to show them how to do Superman right. So
I honestly feel though like Joker will if Warner Brothers just plays it right, they can be the next like leader in the comic book stuff if they just do something different, because the pop culture jokey 5-minute movies are kind of played out for me.
Well, no, they need to go back to the old formula where like every year and a half to 2 years we get a comic book movie. Not every year we get 3 or 4 of them. They have to let it, you know, marinate, let it be a thing, and then do another one.
well, the thing is though that in the Marvel universe has enough characters that are already well developed and have their own stories. And Jeff, as you know, you're a Bond fan, and people always say they want Bond spinoffs, and I always tell them Bond is not Marvel. There are not all these well-developed characters running around in the Bond universe. Everybody is there to support James Bond, and like I said, you know, the well-developed characters, you can have a movie like 2 or 3 movies a year, and they're their own thing. Like I never thought Ant-Man would be a good movie, but Ant-Man is different. Didn't Winter Soldier and Ant-Man come out in the same year, Tom?
I don't think they came out in the same year, but
2014 for Winter Soldier and 15 for Ant-Man.
no, but I don't think that even oversaturation is the problem, to go back with what you just said before. I think it's just the shitty movie problem.
Yeah. Well, but the point is though that a movie like Winter Soldier is different enough from a movie like Ant-Man. Doctor Strange is different enough from a movie like Spider-Man Far From Home or whatever. You know, that's, you know, I know I'm getting the dates mixed up, but at the same time, you're not really getting the same kind of product over and over again with Marvel. If DC can figure out how to do that, they'll be fine. Joker is a good first step, but the trap they're going to fall into is trying to make everything like Joker.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're going to make like a Lex Luthor movie and a Two-Face movie and a Penguin movie and they already made a Catwoman movie.
Sign me up for 2 of those.
They're not going to do that now, and they just cast a new Catwoman for the upcoming The Batman movie.
Yeah, but notice Joker's not in that.
Yeah, exactly. That we know of.
That we know of, you're right. But that's the thing I'm saying. I think that's what DC's going to do right now, and that's probably their best route, is they're just going to do multiverse kind of stuff, because it's worked for them on TV. Like, that's the thing, and that's another reason why I don't think the saturation thing's a problem, because the CW has, what, half a dozen shows on right now that all cross over, and they've done the same thing that Marvel does successfully on television. They just can't seem to bring it to the big screen. So I think that's their best bet, is to quit trying to cram everything together and have a confined universe. Because, I mean, Aquaman was kind of a soft reboot in its own way, to a point. From what I've been hearing, Wonder Woman 84 is going to be like an extreme soft reboot almost. So we'll see on that. I mean, and Wonder Woman was well received for the most part, but I just heard that there's going to be no trace of Snyderisms in there at all. So
good.
Oh, thank God.
Oh God.
Yeah, here's the thing with both Aquaman and Wonder Woman 1984. Both of those were greenlit by the second creative team behind the scenes at DC. They also greenlit Shazam. So those were the 3 movies that they made. So those 3 movies are going to be fairly similar, all soft rebooty. And then Hamada took over, and Joker was the first movie from him. Next one is going to be Birds of Prey, and then when Abrams takes over, we'll see what he does. But generally, they've had so many different creative teams going on. So of course, going with like this multiverse thing is a fantastic solution to solve why all the movies are so wildly different, because they come from creative teams that want to do different stuff. And by creative team, I then mean the executives pulling the strings behind the scenes. They are the ones who've been going through a revolving door.
Yeah, and I've heard also that you can kind of tell from the trailer that Birds of Prey is almost kind of like a soft reboot for Harley. And of course, we already know that Suicide Squad, or The Suicide Squad is what it's going to be called, is going to be more like a soft reboot from James Gunn. So
there's another one?
Yeah, the Suicide Squad 2, but they're calling it the Suicide Squad.
That's what I heard, yeah.
Wow, how many focus groups did it take to come up with that name?
Well, and they only have like 2 or 3 original characters from the other movie, and I highly doubt they're really going to carry on too much synchronicity with the first film, especially with how it was received.
It's a Suicide. Sorry, one more time. It's Suicide Squad 2.0, basically.
It's just what I always wanted.
Coming next summer, the movie nobody asked for, but the movie you'll want to see. You know,
with
and you're gonna watch.
You're probably gonna want to see it by the time the trailers get out.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of looking more forward to this Suicide Squad, but no, it's true, Rob. The anymore they tell you what you're going to like, or we have to deal with what we do and get called misogynistic, racist, bigots, and all that stuff. Yeah.
Because
that's the fun part.
We are an alt-right podcast.
Yeah.
I just have to interrupt real quickly. I saw someone in the comment speak my language. Dom John Sean said Conan is getting an Amazon show, I think. No, he was getting an Amazon show. That's no longer happening. It got cancelled.
Interesting, because it's coming off of what I just said, and that's part of the reason why I got canceled. Is because it was problematic. That's my new favorite word this week, guys. Just so you know.
Problematic.
I'm gonna pick a new woke word every week, and that's my word this week is problematic.
There you go.
That's exactly what happened.
Conan
was greenlit by one team of executives behind the scenes at Amazon. Then there was a change behind the scenes, and those 2 guys were replaced by a woman, Jennifer Salk, I think her name is. Anyway, she decided Conan was problematic. That was the end of that.
What were you going to say, Rob?
God.
What were you going to say, Rob, about me?
I was going to say, you alerted me that you alerted me that someone was using my word, Twitterati, that I failed to copyright.
Oh, yeah. Somebody stole it from you. One of those on the other side, yeah. And then let them try and come get toxic femininity.
I think I might have stolen.
Come on. Come try and take it.
Take it from my cold.
This whole thing problematic. This whole thing though problematic. It doesn't mean anything. It just means whatever.
It's a way of saying it's such a nebulous or whatever. Term. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I personally don't like it, so nobody else can enjoy it either.
Just such bullshit.
Yeah. It's problematic. It's problem. Oh, it's sucks. I had, go back 20 years ago, I had a feminist actually read me the riot act about going to see it was at the time The World Is Not Enough.
Oh god.
Oh my god, I can't believe you'd go see that. You might as well download porn off the internet. I'm like, well, now that you mention it, maybe
Why not both?
Yeah. But she threw she threw every ist
I'm sure there is.
Started
most likely.
Oh yeah.
It's just
the seeds were sown way back then, though.
Yeah, bond porn is just like a secretary banging her boss. That's bond porn.
Yeah.
Why haven't we funded that yet?
Naughty office.
Let's get on that shit, guys. Co-production here. What up?
We can make it much to make a parody.
No.
I got a lawyer. We'll make a couple calls.
There you go. Let's get this shit rolling.
I'll be out in LA soon enough. We'll cast the movie. There we go.
James Bondage.
Dude, how fun would that be?
F another day.
You only fuck twice.
Goldfinger.
There you go.
There we go. Goldfinger.
Yeah.
You only bang twice. Yeah.
And twice is the only way to bang. That'd be
There was actually
No time to bang.
Doctor doesn't take no for an answer.
I love
Oh, that was Rob's other one. He's like, this is getting so bad with this Bond stuff. What's the next title going to be called? Doctor No Means No or something like that. You said.
Oh my god,
Doctor No means no. Yeah,
jeez.
Doctor No means no.
Well,
I love what they what was on the. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, Jeff.
Oh no, it's fine. I love James Bond. Nobody ever wants to talk about it with me, so
Oh yeah.
we'll have to get together.
Hey,
and do a
here you
video.
go. Yeah, but I'm
This is our Bond man.
Exactly.
Right here,
So I'm getting ready to move.
I love there was
Bond stuff
on
I'm
the.
gonna take with me.
Oh really? Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yeah,
what do
I bought for my brother Dino's. Was his 50th birthday or whatever it was? I bought him this huge Casino Royale poster, like one of the 27 by 41 sheets.
Oh wow.
I thought his wife was going to hate it because she has all his stuff crammed in one tiny little closet, like 5 by 7 closet. I'm like, oh fuck, man. So I'm like, yeah, fine, this nice. And it turns out she loved it. I'm like, no, like yes, that's good, but no, I thought you were going to hate it. I can't even do that right. I can't drive a wedge between the two of you. Damn it.
So let me get back to some of these super chats because we are like 2 hours behind. Yeah. Life of Soul Man says, where the fact is the fact is the story? Where the fact is the connection? How the fact do you bring all this inconsistency? Where the fact is the logic? OMFG, bro. Well, Life of Soul Man, I understand your pain.
There is no story.
There is no story in this trailer.
Here's the story. There's a MacGuffin. The good guys get a hold of the MacGuffin to use it against the bad guys. The end.
And then there's a baby. There's a baby.
Yeah, and then there's a Jedi baby.
The best case scenario for everyone would be if general audiences just hate this movie. They're just like, this is dumb, and bad word of mouth spreads.
That would be amazing.
Because it doesn't matter what the critics are how they're gonna praise it. If general audiences, or the normies, as we like to jokingly call them, the normies are just like, I don't like Star Wars, and either they don't go or they're just like, this one sucked. I would be very interested in that reality.
The problem with the normies is they usually just don't care. Like that's what I ran into with a lot of people with Last Jedi. It's just like people I asked who were like major Star Wars fans are just like, oh, it was all right.
Well, the weird part for me was I hated it right away. And I went to my family Christmas the next week, and like everyone at my Christmas that doesn't really like Star Wars seemed to shit on the movie. Like I remember my one cousin called Kylo Ren bitch made, and I gave her a hug. And another thing too, like, so my other cousin has a daughter who's about 13. So you'd think she's the prime age for Rey and Captain Marvel. And she doesn't like any of that shit. She loves Star Wars and she loves Marvel movies, and she doesn't know what I do, but she just so happens to hate that stuff. So people like that give me hope that it's not just, the people on the internet that dislike this stuff. Because average people are just like, I don't like it. Like today when I went to film stuff, I saw Captain Marvel shit on clearance at the Disney store, and I got really excited. So I just hope that kind of goes away, Let the market dictate what people buy. Or let the people buy dictate the market, whatever. That's later.
It's going to, but the market takes some time to react.
True. I mean, I always use the Star Wars merchandise example, but I mean, look at it. We've never, I know we're in a different country than we are, but like here, it's always been like a consistent presence since 1995. And it gets bigger when movies come and go, but it overall, it just stays, and it's always available. It's always there. Now it became too much, and then people just didn't want it anymore. And it's weird going to Ollie's and all these discount stores where it's like falling off shelves as you walk by it.
I'll tell you the highlight of like the year, back when we used to actually get the Sears catalog when that was still a thing. I used to open up, I can't remember what page it was, but you open up and then you see all the Star Wars stuff they had. It's just like all nicely photographed. I was like, ooh, yeah, can't wait for Christmas. That's the kind of excitement we get excited just looking at pictures of it, of the new stuff. Now, nobody cares anymore.
No, because the new stuff is so I don't know, boring. People always want to make the argument, oh, kids want video games or this or that. Like, there's a market for this shit. Just you gotta, like you talked about buying Marvel Legends, those things go like crazy.
Oh yeah. Well, think about it though. I mean, I make this point all the time. What do kids like to do with the toys? Recreate the scenes from the movies.
Oh yeah.
Or act out their own scenes. What is there in The Last Jedi that they want to recreate? A 90-minute slow speed car chase where they're looking for a gas station?
True. Dude, the thing is, you're preaching to the choir on all this stuff.
I know, yeah.
It frustrates me that it's taken this long for people to kind of wake up to it. It's like, guys, it's been there the whole time. But we'll see where it goes this December. That's the thing I'm going to be pretty interested in.
There's one interesting thing about the toy sales, though, and especially the lack of toy sales for the new stuff, but still some toy sales of the older stuff. Who's the one buying the toys? Is it the kids themselves, or is it the parents of the kids? Over a certain age, of course, it's the kids themselves. But for most kids, I think it's the parents.
Oh, yeah.
And what you're seeing when the toy sales decline or basically aren't happening, that's the parents who've had enough, who no longer want to try to get their kids into this. That's a problem for the franchise.
Well, that's Dion. Dion has what's D2, 5 years old, or no, he's 6 years old. He has a 6-year-old, and Dion hates the new Star Wars, and he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna let the kid get into what he wants to. And the kid likes Spider-Man, and the kid likes Ninja Turtles. They do not have but a few Star Wars toys that they tried early on to get him into, and he just didn't take to it. So they've given up completely, and that's just a generation that's going to miss out on Star Wars. Maybe he'll get into the stuff with his dad, but it's not going to be like for Dion to go out and pick up a Han Solo figure. Disney's not going to see a cut of that. That's something that was sold 20 years ago.
Yeah,
so.
They're rerunning the Rise of Skywalker trailer right now on ESPN.
Ugh. I've watched it like 6 times already today. Let's see. Zaire says no Zuvio, no Ithorians, no Crimson Corsair, 0 out of 10. What about the Knights of Ren? Where were they in this trailer?
Yeah, aren't they supposed to be showing up somewhere?
They got little miniature figures at the Disney store, so you'd think that they'd have a presence in here to get people. That Zori Bliss character was only in one scene in this trailer too. She was in the scene where C-3PO was getting rewired. So. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Angry Mechanic says these guys never respond to super chats. Yeah, we never respond to super chats. SGT Low says, where were the Knights of Ren? Well, literally what I just asked. You would think they'd be a
well, that's part of the reason I believe the whole treatment was tossed out, because JJ was all high on the Knights of Ren. And we've had Daisy Ridley, we've had a couple other people say the same thing, that there was a plan and they tossed it out. So
Speaking of tossing out, gentlemen, it's getting very late in my end, or actually it's getting very
early. You
I
got to get to work.
Job soon, so yeah. I got to be off, but it was an honor to be here. So thanks for having me, and
thanks for joining us, man.
Keep on chatting and have fun, and hopefully we'll do this again in the near future.
We definitely will.
All right, excellent. Everyone in the chat, thanks for having me. Take care, everyone.
Take care, Andre.
See you, boss man.
See you. Bye.
Yeah, you would think though that the Knights of Ren would. It seems different and cool. Like, this guy that has a whole little cadre of evil villains. That'd be interesting.
Well, not only that, it makes sense as opposed to Luke trying to kill his nephew in his sleep. That Ren would have started this whole group of Jedis to go against him, or there's this other group of Jedis or Siths or close to it that get a hold of Kylo or whatever. It would make more sense that they would have had something to do with the fall of Luke Skywalker's school than just what we saw in The Last Jedi. That just doesn't make any sense.
I gotta love the incoherent plot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Angry Mechanic says, meme Jeff's fatty face. All right, cool. Meme me. You paid $2 to talk shit. Keep memeing me.
Do it.
Let's see. Nightwish fan 1991 says, at 43 seconds, she is super moist. Yeah, she is.
Okay.
That's our meme face.
Where'd Kendall go?
I had to go to bed, man.
Oh shit.
Mike
Okay.
Douglas. Mike Douglas. You're the only white man that made me moist. Mike Douglas.
Oh, God. All right, Grandma Clump.
Deep cut there, yes. Ain't nobody want to hear that.
Those were funny movies. At
I
least the
put
first
this
one
knife between the crack of your ass, boy.
Those were funny movies.
Yeah, come on, Eddie Murphy, make a comeback, dude.
Oh, did you hear Coming to America is going to be PG-13?
What?
Yes.
I'm not watching
Oh,
it.
come the fuck on.
I was so upset when I heard that, because I'm like, Eddie Murpy's coming back, great. And then I seen this thing where he's talking about, yeah, my whole life is just family and stuff now. So his stand-up ain't gonna be nothing like his old stuff, right?
Yeah, because he's got 23 fucking kids. That's why.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. Your kids aren't your target audience.
Yeah, no shit.
Nobody ever lined up to watch you go filth. Well, actually, they did line up.
That's
to
what they want. They want them to go out there and go
filth.
filth.
I do. Like, remember how I would say, Eddie Murphy, fuck you, all that shit. I want that. I will pay.
You the fuck you, man, right?
Yeah, Eddie, I know you.
I see you on the television. Eddie.
I saw that at the movies twice. I laughed so hard.
Somebody sent me a laser disc of it. I'm looking at it right now. Dude, Raw is hilarious.
Eddie Murphy Raw is amazing. So is Delirious.
Oh, they're all great. He's one of the people though that has completely lost it. Like,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
think he has it in him anymore.
well, Beverly Hills Cop 4, like Drew just said in the chat, is coming out after Coming to America. So we'll see if that's going to be R-rated or not.
If Beverly Hills Cop 3 is PG-13 and terrible, I will cry on this channel. I will fucking break down.
He's supposed to have a new stand-up special on Netflix soon.
That's what I was just talking about. And he
Yeah.
was talking about that, and he's talking about his life being all about his kids and all that shit now.
And he's gonna be in My Name is Dolomite.
That's
Isn't that out already?
that comes out. Well, I think it's in select theaters, and then it comes out on Netflix. I think next month.
Oh, okay.
It's a
kinda wanna
Netflix
see
original.
that.
I do. I want to see that one. Yeah.
Dolomite, the black mineral that won't cop out.
But Jeff, you and I we're pretty big Beverly Hills Cop fans, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought. Yeah.
I mean,
So is Robert
Yeah,
Meyer
actually,
Burnett.
yeah. Dolomite came out September 7th. Yeah, so it's been out for a while now.
I might watch that tomorrow. Yeah, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Or is it already on Netflix?
No, it's actually it's
Okay, it's still in theaters. Okay,
it's still in
yeah.
theaters from what I'm seeing in my area.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say I
still-
know it's in theaters still, but yeah.
Yeah, it came out September 7th. Holy crap!
Let's see. Our friend Dr. Ian Malcolm says, "Put your Sith in me, Daddy."
That's bad.
Whatever you want, Dr. Ian Malcolm. Ghosty Ghost says, "Final trailer. This is the only real trailer we got."
Really? True. That's true.
Yeah, Ghosty Ghost speaks the truth. I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, guys, this is the final trailer, like right after Thanksgiving during the football
They're
game.
gonna do it, man. They're gonna do it. Let me tell you,
Oh, yeah.
there will be. Well, also notice that in this trailer we didn't have Rey doing her lightsaber, hair hinge lightsaber thing.
Oh yeah, they did get rid of that.
Yeah, it's not in there for some reason.
Mystery box. Mystery box.
Ugh.
Leon knew it was a
God,
vision.
I will. I want to take gasoline to that mystery box and light it on fire. I don't want to know what's inside. Just burn it. Just burn it.
It's that poop again.
You call your shit poop.
Jeff, I don't know. Are you a fan of Community at all? The TV series?
I love Community. I
I've
love
never
Community.
seen it.
Holy shit.
But there was do you remember Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas?
Yes.
Yeah, remember when he went to the Santa's workshop and he found the present, the gift that was the meaning of Christmas. He opens it up. What's in the inside? It's the first season of Lost on DVD. Represents lack of payoff.
Yep.
Perfect metaphor for these
Yeah.
Star Wars movies.
Yeah, that's true. God, I love Community. Ah, man, it's a damn good show.
David Deister, thank you very much. Oh, sorry. Loki Leisman says Palpatine at the 1 minute 59-second mark on the video. He's on the left side.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in that chair.
Yep.
I wonder if he's going to be part cyborg.
Well, they're making us think that it's him. We have to
It
be
better
clear
not
about
be, because he fucking got disintegrated in the Death Star's energy shaft, just like the Death Star blew up into a million fucking pieces. But they keep. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get into that now. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning here, and I'm getting pissed.
cheat death.
Let's see. David Deister, thank you very much. He says, I saw the trailer and I just feel that I would just rather blow out Disney's brains than see another one of their movies. I understand your pain. I just don't know why. I want to hit my head against the wall when I think about this movie. We'll see 2 months from now what the case is going to be. All I can say, folks, is if you don't want to watch this movie, don't, and we will review it for you guys. We'll have a nice big live stream that night. The Weiss 18 Racing says, I bet the only way this movie will be good is being baked as hell.
Don't tempt me, damn it. Do not tempt me. I will do that.
Yeah, every surprised that I've never smoked weed, but for this movie, I may have to try it.
You have to. It'll be like the greatest movie you ever saw.
Maybe you should wait then for something
Wait till Doctor Strange 2, actually. There you go. That's a
Oh
better
shit,
choice.
dude! You're not kidding.
But my icon is Lur. I'd love to learn Futurama when he ate the hippie. Whoa, that hippie's really kicking in.
Dude, love that show. Futurama is so much fun.
Let's see. Angry Mechanic says, Skype me, I'm in. Dilatron Zero says, even 3PO isn't safe from Kathy.
Nope.
Yeah.
So do you think she has a more hands-on approach in this film? Or do you think she's like,
Oh, hell no.
Like The Last Jedi, she kind of just handed it over to Rian Johnson.
Well, I think Bob, if you read that interview with Bob Iger from almost 6-7 months ago, where he said the buck stops with me now on Star Wars, I think he meant it. I think that was his way of saying Kathleen Kennedy is not in charge anymore. And then Kiri Hart gets booted right around that same time.
Oh yeah, she is gone.
So I think that. Well, here's the other thing. I mean, we've been making fun of some of the shit like the rising of the Death Star and shit, but that was actually part of George Lucas's treatment. Because I've seen like the art and stuff we have in like the one video and stuff. It's like I pulled it all out. It's this is all the stuff he came up with. A lot of the same stuff with Last Jedi too. Now, I'm not saying that's exactly how it went, but they're stealing some of the ideas now. They're pilfering through them.
Yeah,
That's what the whole
they're desperate. They're desperate. That's why.
Oh yeah. What was the? I think the Kyber crystal was originally something else for Star Wars. It was like was it Splinter of the Mind's Eye?
Yes.
It was like there was one Kyber crystal. It was like the MacGuffin of the Force, and now it's like, oh, the Kyber crystals are what fuel the Death Star and lightsabers and stuff.
Yeah.
That was a retcon of something. Well, it was a retcon, but it was something else that existed in Star Wars because Splinter of the Mind's Eye was meant to be the sequel of Star Wars was a failure. Thankfully, it wasn't.
Yeah, the first time I saw anything with the Kyber crystals was Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars.
That was great.
Yeah, I have those on DVD. Those are actually I love those.
They should put those in like they should remaster those in 4K because the animation would be stupid. I would love to see that. I love HD animation. Let's see. Our friend Brad D says Frozen Cloud City will be climate change propaganda.
Yeah, going back though to Genndy Tartakovsky's Clone Wars, how bad is it that General Grievous is 10 times more badass in those cartoons than he wound up being in the movies? Or the movie, not plural.
Well, it's how a lot of the George Lucas stuff in the prequels was. It's like
because they paint General Grievous as like really badass in that cartoon. Like he kills that whole group of fucking Jedis like nothing.
I think George Lucas had a weird sense of humor going into the prequels that I guess wouldn't translate with that. So maybe they just neutered the characters.
I don't think he really cared, but I love George Lucas, don't get me wrong, but I'm one of those who will come out and say he's not a director, he's not a writer, he's a good world builder and character creator and good at making sure special effects look really good and stuff like that, but you need somebody in there to actually kind of give him direction, and that's why Empire was 10 times better film in the end, because of like Lawrence Kasdan and those guys and Kirshner and all those that had a lot to do with it. And you can start seeing. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying Gary Kurtz. That's
Gary Kurtz, yep.
The anti-yes man of Star Wars.
And there you go. And that's what I was just going to get to, is because you get to Return of the Jedi and you can start to see a lot of the prequelisms creep in there. And that's where he had he took over control again, to where Ralph Marquand, before he passed away, but I think complained that Lucas was there every day and looking over his shoulder. And he's just like, why isn't he just directing this kind of thing?
You know, I always point out Joe Johnston is another guy too who worked on those movies.
Well, I just think him and KK don't get along because they worked together on Jurassic Park 3, and if the rumors are to be believed,
yeah, and if KK's the reason why he wouldn't direct a Star Wars movie, then we have been deprived of probably a good one, because we also did Joe Johnston, yeah, because we did with Captain America: The First Avenger.
And he also he's directed a lot of great films, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Rocketeer is the one I always
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and a few other ones, yeah. Worked on the original Star Wars films. That's the point. And that's what we've said, too, is there's no pedigree involved anymore. Where are the people who actually made Star Wars that are still around and should still be there, like Ben Burtt and all these other people? They're not.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt the films at all.
Was it Rick McCallum? Rick McCallum is another one.
Well, he's the producer of the special editions. We don't talk about him.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, never mind. So, sorry. My bad.
Well, he produced the prequels too, but yeah.
Mattaween says, Horse Wars in space. No one can hear you. I'm going to applaud you on that one. I wish Dion was here for that. Nick, remind me to use that on Dion.
I will. Don't worry.
Horses.
Horace Cock Johnson says, is Rey still wearing the same clothes she had in the first movie? I thought there was a time jump. Is this some kind of filthy space hippie?
Horace Cog Johnson. That's a David Tell reference.
I wonder if some of that stuff's like a flashback to when she was on Jakku, jumping around in broken ships, training, in quotations.
You know, I honestly think her outfit's the way it is so they can CGI it to make the Carrie Fisher shit be more seamless.
I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that.
Because it's oddly similar to a point where it's like if they're using unused footage from episode 7, there's certain things you can't do. So like, well, just make her costume look close enough and alter.
Yeah, that hug and stuff. You're
Yeah.
right. That's probably straight out of Force Awakens.
Yeah, I loved Carrie Fisher. We share the same birthday, which just ended a while ago. But
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
thanks. But like, you got look at. They should have just killed her off in The Last Jedi and not worried about this.
Sorry, you got a
fan
shitty
service.
gift.
Yeah, that's true. I did get this trailer on my birthday. Yippee. Well, that's okay. This live stream's made up for it.
Glad
But-
to hear that.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I didn't expect this to go 3 hours. I thought we were gonna be like, it'll be an hour long. We'll talk about the trailer. We'll go. Nope. We had the entire Midnight's Edge crew join us tonight.
Well, I think probably the problem is everybody probably thinks we're just dour jerks or something. I don't know.
It's fun to go to websites and see people quote your videos. So I don't care as long as they're listening. That's what I
Because
get.
Rob is like on the side, he's a stand-up comedian for Pete's sake. I mean, and I got a really dry sense of humor, and so does Andre. And most people don't realize it, just because we do such serious work all the time. It seems like.
Yeah,
Spin-
okay.
Was it spin free news and analysis?
Try.
That's the catchphrase.
Yeah, I want to do the whole video as Cheech and Chong though. Hey man, like they got the Star Wars, and they just they fly through the space, and she's got the lightsaber whoosh, and but they're all illegal aliens in that bar, man. That's why the Federales.
Is that the one with the space monkey in it?
Yeah, man, the one with the big space monkey. The guy with the 4 arms. Yeah, that dude.
Yeah, I like him.
Well, apparently something has happened to me. It's kind of strange. I lost my wallet at the bar I was just at a few hours ago, and the manager found it. So I'm gonna go get it and probably go to sleep. But this has been a great stream. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for you guys coming on.
Oh wait, that wasn't
yeah,
a setup for a joke.
Do what now?
That wasn't a setup for a joke.
No, I shit you not. Like, I just got a Facebook message from the manager. He's like, "Found your wallet here." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Shit. And I checked my pocket. I was like, "Oh, it's really gone." Wow, this sucks.
Well, be careful going to a bar at 12:30 in Atlanta.
Mexican Americans don't like to lose their wallet.
I'll send you a message when I get back, so you know that I'm alive.
Please do. I'm worried.
Yeah, I'll send you a message so you know that I'm alive.
All right,
But
cool.
yeah, I'm gonna go get my wallet back because I need that for tomorrow.
You kind of do.
Yeah. So the trailer sucked, and I will see everybody Thursday.
Yeah, come back 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I'll try to make it.
Yeah, cool.
Pitch
All right, bye.
Dr. Meatball wants us to pitch Mex Men to you. Jeez. Hey,
Oh,
Holmes.
God, no.
Last time on the Mex Men, Juanita Gray. She's with El Ciclopto,
Oh my God, you guys would be we've hung out in person, so I know you guys.
Yeah.
Would be fun. But to say you guys would be great over some beers. Yes, I know.
Say, didn't you even give me a hug?
I have. I was drunk.
Yeah, you did. I was gonna say
That
yeah,
Ryan
big beer
Cannell
hug.
outpost guy kept buying me beers.
Hey, he's all right, dude. He's a pretty
Yeah.
funny guy.
Yeah, we need another meetup. I'm trying to work on a big Fandom Menace meetup for next year. So for the 1,500 people watching, they're like, "Oh, they're really gonna have one." Yeah, we're working on it.
We'll try. We almost had one.
I don't know. Does anybody else play instruments? Because we could have like the Fandom Menace band,
I think Jesse plays guitar, so I can play keyboards like 5 songs. So, we'll do a rousing rendition of Axel F. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Tony A says the blue thing is the flux capacitor in regards to that thing on the dashboard of the Falcon. There's like a weird addition that no one has recognized before. Stephen Tucker, thank you very much. He says, Ray will use the Force to find out Bespin was frozen over when the First Order caused climate change. This is going to be an interesting December. Sensei Mike, thank you very, very much. He says, trash. That's all he says. Let's see. Bronze Division says, I want to thank all of you for your sacrifice. I decided a couple of years ago I will not see this film, and I'm sticking to it. Looking forward to your review that I'm sure will be better than JJ's work. Well, Bronze Division, thank you very much. Folks, we'll have a pre-show, we'll have a review, and maybe a post-show, NFL style. So the night of December 19th, 2019, actually that whole day, if you're off, if you're a student and the semester ends, just watch this channel. We're going to be on camera the whole time. We'll do a nice retrospective of Star Wars. I'm already working on it right now. Dr. Coffindale says, Jeremy, please tell us how you really feel. Jesus, this is back when Jeremy was still on. This is over 2 hours ago. I hope Dr. Coffindale is still awake. Is he in the chat? I don't see him. Let's see. The Killer Critic says, so they don't need original trilogy, but they need Palp. Oh, they need Lando and the Falcon and a lot of original trilogy stuff there, the Killer Critic. So, same old shit. Michael Connor says, get Ethan. I tried to get Ethan. When I sent the links out, I sent them to all the members of the High Council and the Midnight's Edge guys. But Ethan went and did his own stream. But that ended quite a while ago. But Ethan's always welcome on the channel. Nightwish Fan 1991, thank you. He says, it looks like the 9th season of Firefly. Sorry, it looks like the 9th season to Firefly, 3 seasons after it jumped the shark and nobody cares. Please don't ever compare the new Star Wars to Firefly. There's a very special place in my heart now, except the movie sucked. You guys have seen Serenity, right?
I have them, but I haven't watched them all.
Actually, I've never seen Serenity.
The movie wasn't bad. It just
I got the series and the movie, yeah, sorry.
It happened, something happened in it, and I got pissed off, and I was like, wow, what a shitty ending to a fucking great series. So that's the first time I've had that reaction to, like, something sci-fi geek culture, because I've never seen how Star Trek ends. So how does the original series end?
It just ends with the episode Turnabout Intruder. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Just ends in a just a regular episode.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they didn't really have like final episodes and stuff like that back then. That was kind of more of a thing starting in like the late 70s and 80s, I think. Well, MASH was like one of the first big like last episodes I remember. Bob Newhart and them too, yeah. But
The Fugitive was really the last episode of the series. You know, it was a final. It wrapped up everything, and that was what 69, I think.
Before my time, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. That might have been. Did that go into the 70s? I can't remember.
I don't know.
It's not that important, but yeah, no. I mean, still important.
Let's see. Anger Mechanic says, who is FTM Avatar top right? I guess it was Midnight's Edge.
It might have been at that time. Depends on when they sent it.
Let's see. Dr. Ian Malcolm says, are they fighting the Sith Ghost Army? Well, they might be, Dr. Ian Malcolm. You never know. Ghosts, zombies, Siths, anything's possible in Star Wars under Disney's reign. Archangel, thank you very, very much. I just watched the trailer, sat here, and after a few minutes, just started crying. I knew it would suck, but it just hit me that they have done what they have done to a story that I grew up with, and I've loved for 4 decades. I mean, I can only say I've loved it for 2, but I feel the pain. I think what sucks too is how it's just brushed aside is so unimportant to Disney. It's like, we want the money from it, but we don't care about the legacy. But I'm with you there. It's all geek culture. Is there a single franchise that's getting the respect you think it deserves?
Cobra Kai.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, there's a few out there, maybe. I like Jane Silent Bob reboot. I thought that was hilarious.
I want to see it. I missed out on the nationwide release.
Well, at least if you get to see it now, it'll be in the road show, and you'll actually get to see it with Kevin and Jay.
I looked. There is not a single one I can make.
Damn it, that sucks. Yeah, I don't know. It probably won't be on video until after those are done. I have no clue on that.
It's not really a time-honored franchise, but everybody talks highly about The Expanse.
I know Doomcock's really into it.
Rocky with Creed, yeah, Drew Hughes brought that one. They're doing a lot of the Cobra Kai kind of, Bill and Ted 3 is coming next year.
Cobra Kai is so good. It really has no business being that good. It really does. That could have gone off the rails right from the beginning, but somehow They got you invested in the whole premise of the show. They got you invested in new characters. They didn't make the old characters look like idiots. And it is unbelievable how good it is.
Yeah, I love it. I need to see season 2.
Oh, season 2's even better.
Oh my god! And they, I'm no spoiler, but they hint at something at the end. So I'm not going to say what though.
Well, we watched it last year for Patreon, and it blew me away how good it was. I was like, Jesus, this is like, I think I watched 10 episodes just back to back to back. So,
but yeah, you definitely want to see at least the first 3 films going into the second season, because it does have a lot of callbacks to the third film.
Oh, I've seen all the Karate Kids, even
Yeah,
the
that's
next
cool.
Karate Kid.
Oh, you don't have to see that, but
I know, but I have. Let's see. Angry Mechanic says, "Don't subscribe. My friend got an STD watching." Cool.
yeah.
Jeremy's Star Wars hat says, "I stand with Jeremy." Hashtag cancel Jeremy. Eugenio Gonzalez says, "Take a look at the new official poster. Tiny Tico. Also, space horses are called sporces." Tiny Tico.
Kinda like that.
Too much Tico. Drew Boy 585, thank you very much. Everyone needs to go down vote this trailer. Show Disney that we're not going to give them the opportunity to dig their heels and even further. It looks like people are doing that, you know. So Ivan Saranen says nothing. He has a super chat. Thank you. Jason Argon says the horses are the key to all of this.
We're gonna make them work.
It's gonna be fun, guys. Promise. But Carl Page might win. My little spony. Thank you, Carl. Richard Carter says the Legend is better. Legends is better. I agree. Yeah, Star Wars Legends seems to be, well, it's just the expanded universe, and everyone seems happier with that than what we currently have. Astro Walker says the Emperor's throne room in Return of the Jedi was inside a tower on the surface of the Death Star. How the hell did it survive and not get disintegrated? Astro Walker,
Because reasons.
That's the question I've been asking for 3 hours. That's the number one complaint I have. Rum Runner, thank you very much. Why is Cloud City frozen in this movie? Again, a question I have, probably number 2.
Well, not only that, if something that size, like we seen that one shot in the last trailer, the trailer before, whatever, the original teaser, whatever, where we see the big piece of the Death Star. If something like that hit a planet or a moon of Endor's, for instance, which is probably really small, it would like destroy everything. You would think, because it would be like a huge comet hitting, as big as that piece is.
Jeff, do you ever watch anime series called Mobile Suit Gundam?
I know what it is.
Okay, in the first episode, they show of the original 79 series. They show them drop a space colony onto the planet Earth in Australia. It leaves a crater 500 miles in diameter. It destroys the entire city of Sydney. That's the kind of damage something like the Death Star would be doing if it were to survive the atmosphere and hit the surface of a planet.
Well, and it lands in the ocean, so it would probably flood half the planet.
You know, it would probably causes tidal wave, tsunami.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it'd totally destroy just about any living thing, I would imagine, at some point, considering how much of an impact it would have. Because if it lands, it's just a small moon, the small moon of Endor. You know, they're not even on a planet.
Where were we at? Let's see. Rum Runner, we read his. Dwayne Morris says, I still see Raylo because Ray and Kylo were fighting together in one scene. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, or they destroy that, and I think that's that beacon or that antenna thing that we're, or if maybe that's the Wayfinder thing.
No, somebody did a screen cap of that. It looks like I think that's a Force vision because it looks like Darth Vader's helmet that's on top of it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, remember, Kylo Ren has it.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, and that was one of the early rumors was that he reconstructs Vader's helmet, but we know that's not true. He reconstructs his helmet.
That'd be terrible if he reconstructed Vader's helmet. It'd be pointless.
Well, it's just so he could wear it and pretend to be Grandpa.
What's up, Mecha Random?
Hello. Let me sneak in here. Oh, busy day with the trailers and the. I've been popping out in between chats while mine premiered. So,
What'd you think of the trailer?
oh, what? What?
That says it all.
I gotta have my camera for this. What is there to look forward to? Let's start. No. No. There's nothing there. What is this? It's just Raylo looking in the. No.
You telling me you're not a Raylo enthusiast? Come on now.
No. There's nothing. The more I think about it, like, what is going to even happen? It's going to be a great big battle with these two idiots that I don't care about, and a bunch of space horses riding in outer space. Like, did that look like outer space to anybody else?
Yes. Well, it's like it's this nebula within the Mutar. I was going to say Mutar Nebula. I'm confusing an actual good movie, Wrath of Khan, with this. So,
oh please, can we watch Wrath of Khan on repeat?
yeah, I got it right here, the director's cut. I mean, I'm
for all eternity.
Gonna cleanse my eyeballs
as a palate cleanser. Well, I was using Police Academy as palate cleanser for Discovery.
Ooh, that's an excellent choice.
It just washes the crap out of your eyeballs. Oh.
Oh. So, Mecha, any moments in the trailer that stand out to you? Anything that you were just like, wow, that was terrible?
Pretty much every, like, there's moments of just everything on the screen. Did you guys see where they had, like, all of the ships on screen, and then, Ichibaka is like, well, here, we'll have the kitchen sink, because it's everything but the kitchen sink. Yeah. I'm trying to process it all and put it into words. I think it's just disappointing. It is disappointing that they didn't even show, like, they barely showed R2 until they're dissecting C-3PO. I'm like, okay, these are the only characters that are left is the droids and Chewbacca, right? The robots and the carpet are the only interesting things left, and then they're gonna kill off C-3PO and R2, and I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be really sad. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
I hope the Millennium Falcon and Lando blow up together with Chewbacca. That's what should happen. If that would have happened in The Force Awakens, I would have had a little more respect for the film.
That might happen. I mean, I think they're setting it up to. I think they're panicked. Did you see you saw the interview with JJ and Kathleen Kennedy where they're from Entertainment Weekly where they're like, yeah, we want an emotional, intimate connection to these films. And yeah, then he starts to look all panicked.
We wanted an emotional connection to these films, isn't that right, JJ?
Let me see. Oh, can I find that picture? Oh, I put it on Twitter. I freeze framed a little moment of one of his one little face here. All right, I'll I'll screen share it. He looks panicked, like he's gonna poop himself. Right? He looks like he's going to, like, oh shit, what did I do? Because he's like, oh well, we got to make sure these movies make sense when you're watching all 9 of them together.
Now that is a confident man right there. He's almost like he looks like he should be in a Woody Allen movie somewhere.
He's like, nope.
I mean, I'm directing the Star Wars. What can with the giant guy with a walking carpet? I don't understand any of this. It's he looks like
right.
I mean, there's a battle there, and they come along, and they're with the Force, and whoosh, and everybody goes home and they have a little nosh,
Yeah, that's my reaction to it. I think I should have put that in the thumbnail, to be perfectly honest. Now that I'm thinking about it, because it's just not.
Well, you come back.
Can you tweet me in that image? Because I want to use it for something.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, this is gonna be the meme.
We're gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one picture.
Oh, where'd she go?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
By the way, quick shout out to Uncrazomatic for your weird science reference. That's a fantastic film, and yes, Chet, great character. Well, we wait for Mecha to come back. I'm gonna read a couple more super chats because we're still hours behind. Oh wait, here she is.
Oops. Yeah, I hit the leave instead of screen or stop screen. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I was just
Oops,
like, what happened?
Oops. Yeah, it's right next to it. Sorry. All right, let me tweet that, or I'll send that to you. It's great. It's great. I think I put it in my response to something here.
Our friend Alex Templin says it's the digital model of the DS1 from Rogue One being reused because they're too lazy to make a Death Star 2 model. It's the same reason for the Episode 4 style ISDs. So, okay. I guess I wasn't wrong about the outer part of the Death Star. Thank you, Alex. Because I was like, that looks like the first one with the ridge and all that stuff. But, yeah. Cass Binus says, JJ forgot 3PO was memory wiped in Episode 3. Ooh, that could be a glaring inconsistency. Oh, there's a backdoor to the old memories. It's like, no, come on. They talk about wiping droids' memories all the time. Let's see. Qui-Gon says, the Death Star and Palps remind me of WWE bringing back Old Man Taker with 2 hip replacements back every year from the dead to sell some tickets. Qui-Gon, your super chat hits me directly in the heart because not only do I agree, I've experienced that many, many times in person. It's not as good as it should be. Nathan says, horses in space. Do you know the way? God, I remember that meme. Voided Legacy, thank you very much for your super chat. King Archer says, you guys are here together while EVS is streaming alone, like a sad sack. EVS is always welcome to the party. I sent him a link, just like Jeremy. Like Mecha got the same link. So EVS is always welcome.
Yeah, we were just busy recording, and then with it's the trailer reaction day. Everybody's. I think YouTube got like really slowed down for a while because it took me way longer than normal to upload. So. Yeah,
I'm trying to muster up the energy to stay up after the stream to do a regular video review of the trailer because that's how YouTube works.
Yep.
So I got my extra strength coffee. I'm going to drink that and keep watching How I Met Your Mother. Let's see. Voided Legacy says they have shot Star Wars like the dead dog. It's kind of sad. They tried to.
Now, is it now, Jeff? Is it just me, or did the whole premise of How I Met Your Mother fall apart at the final episode?
It's not just you. I haven't seen every episode of it, so I'm well aware of the concept. And then I think I was talking to Jesse. We talked about how crappy the finale was.
Okay, all right. Because
nothing is worse than the final season of Dexter, though.
Oh, okay, well, I've never seen Dexter. One of the first videos I was going to do for my own channel was actually, and I just never did. I just wrote the script though. I have it somewhere. Was about how the final episode of How I Met Your Mother negates the entire series. So,
go make it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of dated now, but
that'd be refreshing, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Well, now I probably got to add to it now.
Let's see. Oh crap. Aquila21 says riding horses in the vacuum of space, so bad. It was silly. It was silly.
So it was the vacuum of space. All right. Now, did I miss Jar Jar?
No, there's no Jar Jar.
Okay, somebody tweeted me Misa back with Jar Jar. I don't think so.
Misa free. When I found out he was Return of the Jedi, I almost pissed myself. Turbo Alpha says you see the ghost next to the Millennium Falcon, and the ghost is capitalized. So I guess that's a specific ship in Star Wars that I completely missed out on.
Yeah, I think it's from Rebels. They were saying somebody was.
Okay. Maybe
I haven't seen Rebels, so worlds. Yeah.
I tried watching Rebels. I couldn't do it.
Somebody had that. It was in the original little 2 screenshots that they had on Twitter this morning, like the pre-teaser teaser.
Oh, okay. Even though I don't really watch Rebels, folks loved Clone Wars, so there's that for you. Let's see. Life of Zolman sent in $2. Oh, wait, no. Cass Bynus says it's not Palpatine, it's Plinkett. That's going to be an interesting video this week. The Plinkett review of this trailer.
Oh yeah. People are saying Mike was right. Mike was right. Hashtag Mike was right. It's trending.
Mike Stokolska or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just in Wisconsin. I wish I could have met them.
I know.
The Life of Soul Man says, I need some condoms. Yeah, wrap it up, man. Be safe. Corey B says, I want a Force ghost of Walt Disney spanking it all over Rose. Ugh. Well, Ethan will join you in that. Ask Ethan to draw it for you. He might. Josh Trammell says, do you want to buy some Disney sticks? I don't want to buy some Disney sticks.
No.
Wayward Astronaut says, I went on Twitter to vote and found out from William Shatner that today was Carrie Fisher's birthday. An intentional or convenient excuse for the reshoots?
I think it's coincidence.
In this case, I will say coincidence, but they're gonna milk that nostalgia in December. Be prepared, folks.
Oh yeah.
Angry Mechanic, let's see, says, Ray, I'm just a junker. Jeff, I'd touch your figurine at Toys R Us. The Grand Inquisitor says, happy birthday, Jeff. Did you ever order coffee? Wow, I'm a year late. This dude sent me a gift card for coffee, and I just remembered right now that I still haven't ordered it. I'm sure it's still good. I'll do it. I need to. I'll get it ground, too, because I'm going to start using French press coffee, so getting fancy. Qui-Gon says, Rey and Palps are Anakin's parents. Rose is Watto's ma. I could see that. C-3PO says, I don't want to die. Well, we don't want you to die either, C-3PO.
I'm going to be sad again.
William, I'd be sad, too, watching C-3PO blow up. William the Conqueror says, the Resistance. Then the winged hussars arrived. Hussars. I don't know what winged hussars are. Do you guys?
Not offhand. I still don't buy that bit about 3PO, though, because that is so out of character for him.
Neither do I.
He'd be like, no, running away, and then they'd have to grab and knock him out and turn him off and then plug him in.
One of my favorite parts is still, hurry up, Goldenrod, you're going to be a permanent resident.
Right.
Let's see. Angry Mechanic says, the guy with cerebral palsy has a point. Christopher Pena says, do you think the Clone Wars Season 7 will be good? I don't know, because there was that rumor that Clone Wars was canceled by Disney because it was too violent. And
well, the episodes that are left over, I think, are ones that were left. That's what I mean. Is they're actually left over from before? They just never got aired. I think.
Well, they got all the voice actors to come back and re-record stuff. So
was it okay?
Yeah, that was the thing. I was like, I loved Clone Wars. If it was literally just unreleased episodes, great. But it seems like they're going to alter some stuff to fit with the Disney corporate message. I don't buy that.
We can hope that maybe it's just to finish some things off. But yeah, that's what I thought I heard. But that was a while ago. So.
We'll see eventually. When was it drop? 2020 on Netflix?
I think so. Or not Netflix, but
or Disney Plus. Yeah, something I don't have.
November 12th.
Yeah, so excited. David Hurley says, you guys see Mark Hamill's tweet from yesterday? I did not. Did you guys?
Oh, it was something like this wasn't the final trailer. There's many more things to come, many more adventures to come, or something like that.
Well, you're dead, Luke. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
TLJ Screwjob says, how the F did Nathan Drake get into Star Wars? As in Poe. Dude, you didn't even need to clarify that. As soon as you said Nathan Drake into Star Wars, I thought of Uncharted 3, and I started to get a chuckle. So Uncharted 3 was a fantastic video game, but I don't know why it's involved with Star Wars. I guess, desert, Lawrence of Arabia crossover. Eric Carlson says, I love Star Wars theory, but he's drinking the Kool-Aid hard, and he's really trying to stay positive. I respect him for wanting it to be good. Hey, you know what? That's cool. If people out there are pumped for this trailer, more power to you. If you're out there and you seem dissatisfied with the trailer, more power to you. It's everyone's right. But the only thing I will ever say in those cases are, if someone has something to gain by being overly positive, then it's a little fishy. That's why I don't trust bigger critics, because if they don't get good or give good reviews or say the right thing, they lose access, they lose money. So that's the only thing I'll say. I'm not pointing fingers at anybody because I don't know who Star Wars Theory is, but you just got to be extra cautious. JRG Project says, guys, to cleanse the minds, pull up the 1995 VHS Star Wars trailer on YouTube. It's badass. For those who remember. I remember that. For those who'll never forget, and for those who experienced it for the first time. You've seen that trailer, right?
I said it right in my head with you.
Oh yeah.
God, I miss that feeling, like, you know, the Star Wars theme hits, goosebumps. Angry Mechanic says, Kevin Feige makes my cumin weird. Well, you spelled cumin right. Ray's Double Dong says, what do Rose and I have in common? We can be found in the trailers, but nowhere in the merchandising. Was it you guys that was talking about how a toy executive says it was dangerous to make a Rey double lightsaber?
Something about the hinges. Yeah, I think I've seen that video. Yeah.
I was like, oh God, I hope they make it, but I hope no one gets hurt. Because you never want the kids to get hurt, but maybe like some, we give one to Kathleen Kennedy and she gets her finger stuck in it. I can get behind that one.
Let's face it, though, that double lightsaber wonky thing that just basically copying Darth Maul's, but the switchblade part of it is dumber than Kylo Ben's freaking guards that come off the side, because those would burn you.
Yep. I don't see the purpose. It to me, it's like over engineering something. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's just because they want to try to make something as cool as Darth Maul's, but let's face it, George kind of like shot for the moon and landed when it came to that one, and you're never going to be able to do that again.
No, it's like your dorky little sister coming in. I want to play Star Wars. I want to play Star Wars. I want to play with your nunchucks. Don't hit yourself in the head with those. Those are dangerous.
Well, speaking of the nunchucks, did you ever see the video of Bruce Lee and then somebody did Adobe After Effects with the lightsaber
that's
nunchuck?
badass.
Yeah. Where was that moment in Star Wars? Jeez.
Yeah, that's pretty much all you could do is like nunchuck lightsabers is like all that's left. Really.
And don't give them to Ray. Bring in a stunt expert, please.
A stunt Ray.
Ugh. Just don't give them to
Oh,
Ray. Bring in a new Jedi.
Ray? She's in the trailer, Stunt Ray is. Somebody posted it on Twitter.
Is that her running across the tree?
Yeah, when she's running across the tree because her hair is like totally different from Daisy Ridley's.
That's quality filmmaking, folks.
Doing her best Lara Croft impression.
At least we didn't get any dead Ewoks in the trailer.
Not yet.
That's not a positive. I want some. Wicket is still alive. He's the king of the Wicket people. Sack Slappy. Wow. Sack Slappy Happy says episode 9 is going to fix episode 7 and 8. Like a hooker that gives you the clap, offering an apology and
At least it's a clap.
That's true. If it's something more serious.
Right?
There's no such thing as an apology. Yeah. Chris says, and the mouse droid footage shows earlier footage of 2 engineers talking as they're waiting for the elevator about the portal vulnerability.
Yep. That's what that was what I was talking about. A whole episode, a whole show from the mouse droid's point of view and just diving into all the old movies and stuff. Yeah. I
like the concept.
I love Mauler.
Good.
I was going to say, I love Mahler's video about the 2 stormtroopers talking about the end of the Last Jedi. Hey, Frank, what happened? That was this weird thing, you know. This guy with robes showed up, and he was going to fight Kylo, but then he disappeared. Just I want to see like I want to see the stories from other people's point of view. Yeah, you know, these guys showed up and just waved his hand, and yeah, at least be worth like a bit, you know.
Yeah. Do it a short style. Mongo's Big Thing says, yo, Nick, I've been meaning to tell you, I really liked your short film you made for the 31 Days of Horror. Good job on that. Well, Mongo's Big Think, I will definitely pass that on to Nick, because he will be very happy to hear that. Nick works really hard in those movies, so thank you. Angry Mechanic says, this is so insightful. Yes, it is. King Archer says, did I see the ghost from Rebels in the trailer? You're the second person to see it, so yeah. I believe you did, King Archerist. Caspina says, C-3PO gets memory wiped, then restored to a pre-Last Jedi backup file. That's what every fan wants it to be. We would love that. What if the whole movie is C-3PO telling the story again?
Hmm.
And that's how it ends with, seriously, it's like he's telling a story to the fucking, I don't know, Han, Luke, and Leia just sitting there waiting. Really, 3PO, that's the best you got? And he talks about his memory banks being messed
He's
up.
telling it to the Ewoks again.
That would, I hate to say it, that would fix
Oh.
it for me. I go, oh shit, it didn't even matter. Cool.
Yeah, that would be a good retcon.
I'd be like, I would just walk out of there, give it a Brett Rambo thumbs up.
Yeah, and then just have like young Luke walk up behind him and go, "Come on, C-3PO, we got to do this or something or other." Yeah. Are you
Come
still
on,
telling that story or something like that? Yeah.
That would be so bizarre. People would applaud, but I think you would turn off a lot of newer fans, but
Screw them.
the majority would just be like, hey, cool.
Screw them.
What new fans?
fans.
That's the thing. I want to meet some, really. I do, that aren't just out there like the 3 or 4 people on Twitter.
Well, those are the people. That's my theory. It's like the Star Trek people. They're there to cosplay and to travel to convention, and they're there because they want to talk about it on Twitter, and they're there because like they want to ship the characters. They don't actually watch the movies.
Now, but I'm going to turn the camera on a second. I always talk about these new fans. They don't spend money on merchandise. This may be a pissant little thing, but would any of the new fans of anything go to the lengths to seek something like this out?
I have that.
Yeah, exactly. That's my
I got
point.
the family
You and
truckster.
I have one of those too. That's my point. None of them would, they wouldn't go through the bot. They don't buy shit. None
Dude,
of them buy shit. They don't spend money. These new fans.
No, and they're the cool ones. They're the Funko Pop people.
Well, because if it was, and they can't tell us it is, because if it was, then Bloomberg wouldn't be writing articles about the merchandise not selling. Yeah, so, and it goes back to what Rob always says, there's nothing here for kids to play with. Star Wars isn't bringing kids in.
My Hot Wheels better.
I got the Batmobile too, but you do too, don't you?
Yeah,
With
it's in the set.
Bat set, yeah.
I have the DeLorean.
I have a DeLorean. Yeah. I have Homer's car too.
It's not necessarily related, but Alpha 4C. So that's.
And I got Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, he's also got the good Captain Marvel, the sexy one.
Oh yeah, the one I got at Rocket Fizz. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good old Miss Marvel.
Back when she wasn't afraid to look sexy for herself.
Or she wasn't an annoying member of the team.
Yeah.
Like she just was there and fought.
Freaking, I mentioned that to some Captain Marvel Twitter page, and they lost their shit. They finally blocked me. I was like, yeah, you know what? And I put that splash page where she's looking in the mirror and she says, you know what? I look pretty damn good. And they're like, oh, you don't know anything about feminism. I goes, I know enough about feminism that in the 70s it was a choice, that you were allowed to make choices. You didn't just have to go along with whatever the cognoscenti said, Otherwise you lose your car, or your card rather. CAD.
Let's see. We got a couple more of these left, and then we'll do our outros. So, Cass Spinus, we read that one. Ray's Double Dong says Moon Eater / Happy Birthday, Jeff. Well, thank you, Ray's Double Dong. Appreciate it. Deadeye says my toilet flushing was much more entertaining than this piece of crap trailer. Jedi voodoo.
Ouch.
The Weiss 18 Racing says I made a doctor's appointment for tomorrow because I feel like I got an STD or AIDS from watching this trailer. Jay Reed says, how much of this trailer footage do you think will actually be in the film? Excellent question.
Yeah, that's true.
I think in the case of this, because of how stupid the trailer is, I think most of it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's not even do Doomcock's 75% number. Let's say 30% of this movie is being reshot, a lot lower. There's still going to be like only guaranteed things they can put in. So a lot of those shots were just kind of like, oh, she's running, she's doing this, she's doing that. And it doesn't tell much of a plot. So I don't know. I say this all has to be in the movie.
Mm-hmm. I think most of it will be because so much of it looks so finished. And they're not going to spend that much time rendering and filling in all the backgrounds. And because this movie is like probably 90% CGI.
Well, and like I said, not only that, like what are the chances that 90% of the trailer is all misdirects? Like that
Mhm.
could be Emperor Palpatine, but we just think that because we see somebody sitting in a chair with a hood and we hear his voiceover. That doesn't necessarily make it so.
That's true.
Because you hear a lot of voiceover from Luke and Leia, and you can kind of tell that's probably where like that last bit there where you have Luke say something and then she finishes off, may the Force be with you always. Like that's probably after Leia dies and they're both Force ghosts and that kind of crap.
I don't know though. If you go by what JJ said when he's all panicked and he's like, "No, we need to tie these movies together so that if you're watching all 9 of them together, a kid watching all 9 of them at once is going to have a cohesive story." And then he looks all panicked.
He did look.
Well, most of the leaks had Leia dying pretty early on.
Yeah, she probably will.
She should have died earlier. This is in the last film.
Oh yeah, I was fully prepared to say goodbye
and cry.
to Princess
and...
Leia when the ship blew up and she's floating in space. I thought that was it, and then she comes back to life, and I'm like, what? Wait, what? And that's where the movie just completely started going off the rails.
I'm remembering being back in that theater in 2017, and I couldn't make it.
I was starting to get choked up and shit, and then all of a sudden, like, wait, what? I thought I was dreaming for a second, or something was weird. It was just like, what the hell is this?
The best meme was when the Superman theme started to play. When she opened her eyes and then flew. Let's see. 624 Burning says, "Happy birthday, Jeff." Thank you. And we have the Space Riders of Rohan charging to save the day. Will Gondor's army show up?
Goodbye, Sporces.
I need to make a cover song.
That's what I was thinking. That's the only toy I'm going to buy. A bunch of Sporces, and I'll make a video for Goodbye Sporces.
Wild Sporces.
Sporces versus Derpercorn. Which wins?
Derpercorn. Because I got some magic.
Let's see. Voided Legacy says this trailer made me contemplate Star Wars suicide. Don't do it, Voided Legacy. Let's see. Midnight's Edge After Dark. Thank you very much for the birthday wish. Happy birthday, Jeff. Muchly appreciated. And then finally, KR Companion, Knight Rider Companion, says, "Happy birthday, Jeff. Sent you a card on Twitter." Thank you very much, Knight Rider Companion. And thank you for everyone who's been with us tonight. It's been a very long stream, nearly 4 hours. Didn't plan on it to be 4 hours, but hey, it was a lot of fun. So, Rob, Tom, do you want to plug Midnight's Edge before we go?
Yeah, come check us out on Midnight's Edge and Midnight's Edge After Dark. And we want to thank you for having us, Jeff. We appreciate it.
You're welcome anytime. MechaRandom.
I'm MechaRandom42. Check out my videos and watch them and just put them on loop and play them. I'll also beware they're doing some sort of subscriber purge again tomorrow, next few days. So make sure you stay subscribed to everybody that you actually want to see videos from. So yeah.
Yeah, folks. So just always make sure you're subscribed and all that fun stuff because YouTube does change. One of my favorite channels I was unsubscribed from, and I was like, I would never do this. So it should happen.
They do that all the time.
Yeah. It's a game they like to play with us, but hey, we'll win in the end. So that is it for us tonight, folks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. We had a record like 5,200 people at one point. It was getting crazy. So it was great. Thursday night we'll be back. Tomorrow night's the High Council here on this channel. And check out today's video. It was a lot of fun. So until next time, folks, do what I always say and be excellent to each other. Cell Stacker, you got that right.